Didn't smell any of smelling that?
Maybe I'm just...
Well, not really.
My nose isn't
smell.
very...
I can smell some booze, but you can't.
I hear the crystal raindrops fall on the window down the hall, and it becomes the morning dew. And darling, when the morning comes and I see the morning sun, I wanna be the one with you. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Feeding the gasoline high. Just the two of us. Oh, you and I. And yeah, we're on the front page. That's why we have more people than usual. So thank you so much for joining us. The Roxy Paradox is an amazing singer-songwriter from Canada. Everybody should follow her immediately if you don't know Roxy. Thanks for reading. She plays the piano, the guitar, and sings. And sometimes do a little bit of singing, but mostly music. And yes, I've known
So,
And we'll just make sure
And welcome in to Nebraska Booze and Babble. Only it's not Nebraska Booze and
there's a
Babble.
little bit of a delay.
We're waiting to make sure that you guys are hearing us.
Yeah, we can hear the audio.
All
So
right,
we're
well,
good.
welcome into Booze and Babble. I'm your host, Chris. We got a crowded room today, but we'll roll over to our other host, Nathan. Tell us about what we do here on Booze and Babble.
We're not started yet. We didn't play the whole intro video.
We're just going through it. I thought we were live.
No, I thought we were doing the sound checks.
We're live, bro.
We are so...
Well, I know, but we were testing, and we're gonna start with the intro video.
No, we're so live and we can't we
so
start. We just gotta.
professional.
Well, that's one way to kick off.
if we
Okay.
start over,
Ladies
it's
and
going to
gentlemen.
screw up.
Yeah, we're not going to start over because we played the video.
I thought that's why he removed
No.
and re-added the video.
Not why.
Okay, well, here at Nebraska Booze and Babble, we have a different booze of the week, and we babble on about whatever we want to babble on about. This is Season 8 rebranded. We've got a couple guests with us today, plus our mixologist, so let's just go down the couch this way, do introductions.
Yeah, my name is Mike. I drink of choice is bourbon straight. We have a few options today, so super excited to dive into those.
We'll kick it down to the end because
Yeah, my name's Dustin. Same thing, guest of the show tonight, but huge bourbon enthusiast and excited to try these.
And we have the mixologist. There's no video to play.
Oh, you're
Oh.
killing me. I love my video.
Your video is good, but remember we had technical difficulties.
Oh,
prior
that's
to
right. Hello, everyone. I have to have just a regular intro tonight. Very sad. But as you can see, we are talking bourbon tonight. If you caught our pregame shot, that was the Drunken Shamrock shot. Nice layered shot with the Guinness reduction. So it's a Guinness and honey reduction. And get that at the house. And then on top of that layer, you have Irish cream. And then you top it off with Jameson Irish whiskey. Very nice looking shot and very tasty, if I do say so myself.
Oh, I can confirm.
So
Absolutely.
One thing I did find interesting, though, and we found this out earlier today. So Michael's one of my friends, and then Dustin, Chris, you two know each other, right?
Correct.
So they were separate guests that we brought on, but they were a member of the same Facebook group, so they actually have communicated on that Facebook group before the show. But your first time meeting in person, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, first time.
And the other amazing thing, you guys both brought your own bourbons, and there's no duplicates.
No duplicates.
Yeah. We brought 3, 4, 5, somewhere around there each, and nothing.
Well, that just goes to show you how much readily available bourbon is out on the market right now. You know, at a good price. You know, everything here is priced pretty fairly if you can find it. So
yeah, readily available.
And-
some of these are not.
MSRP priced fairly.
I was gonna
It
say,
also shows the tastes that are different too.
some are readily available as long as you're willing to pay whatever price they're asking.
And others, you can make a quick trip south to Kansas
gave it
or over
back
to Colorado, and boom, you have it.
So tonight we have a bunch of things going on. It's our first season, episode 1 of season 8 here. We are gonna have some little fun things going on where the producer will go live on Twitter at some point. The mixologist is live on Instagram currently right now, and we're live on TikTok. We already got a bunch of people watching us on TikTok actually. It's pretty cool. We've got a bunch of people joining right now. Got people on Instagram, so all of our different socials are kind of going live, doing their own thing. So jump onto any of them, and you can kind of see the green backgrounds instead of seeing the stuff that's on Facebook or YouTube.
Producer.
I kind of like it.
The unnamed producer.
See, I'm
Dustin can be seen
he
clearly.
shall not be named.
can't be finished today. It's not just
Well, we gotta
Now,
pick
what,
a new name
what
each
are we
season.
gonna name the? We did have a name that got voted on quite a few times on Twitter for the producer. But Mike, do you like to be Michael or Mike?
Either one.
Okay, Mike. Because I like to go short.
Short and sweet.
He's used to short.
Yeah, we know.
You
We
know.
know.
So Mike, Dustin, we always name our producer a different name each season. On the spot here, you guys got any ideas for a producer name? We'll see if we can come up with something that Alan doesn't
I have a
hate.
feeling
Give
this was
some of his old
It
pre-staged.
was not preset. I did not give them any ideas.
Bullshit.
Give him some of his old names.
Yeah, he has been
The beard.
the beard.
Oh.
That was when we had our
Yeah.
beard growing contest, and he outgrew everybody by a couple feet. And
In the first 2 weeks.
I know you shaved this morning. Yeah, that's what it is.
Mr. Besk was one of them.
Mr. Besk,
Lil Fizz.
Lil
Lil
Fizz.
Fizz.
Whoa, where'd Lil Fizz come from?
It was
It was just one that
voted.
came up on
Yeah.
on our Twitter poll one time.
Okay.
So the current Twitter poll lead name, I don't want to give it to you until you guys maybe come up with something.
Any ideas? Just
Any
whatever.
ideas?
You're a producer. Think about being a producer
Yikes. Put me on the
of
spot
a
here.
quality booze podcast, right? So what would be a proper name? Anything?
A-lister.
I like A-lister that.
I got nothing.
How about anybody out on our social medias?
followers
Type it
know
in
that you're
now.
type
about
it
to
on
hear
the
some
socials.
bullshit happening.
The
setting that up right there.
current
What's the
name
point here?
is Booty Bumper.
Oh.
Booty bumper. Let's go.
It's a great wrestling name or like a boxing name because like you announce them and you're like
That is not a great wrestling name.
Introducing.
Nobody wants to be called Booty Bumper.
Yeah,
Ever.
But nobody wants to wrestle Booty Bumper. I mean, let's be real here.
That's true. Nobody would.
Booty Bumper.
Michael has a point. Nobody would want to wrestle somebody named Booty Bumper.
I'm just saying, you can reach a younger generation too with the TikTok.
Yeah.
Come up with a booty bump.
Yeah.
You lead it. That's true. They'll all duplicate
What's up,
it.
everybody who's live?
I'm too old to be doing
That could be
Booty
your
Bump.
intro. You're doing your dance.
No.
All right. Well,
Well, let's get started on the booze or
Yeah,
the
we
booze in that way.
We got a lot to go through here today.
What's our first one?
So this one is Weller Special Reserve, I believe. Michael, you brought this one?
Yep. I
So
brought
give
this
us a
one.
little, tell us a little bit about this.
Yeah, so Weller Special Reserve is it's a wheated bourbon from Buffalo Trace. Buffalo Trace is, if you're into bourbon, new to bourbon, obviously that's kind of what the benchmark of what most people who are entering becoming an enthusiast. That's really the first thing that a lot of people gravitate towards. 90 proof. It's an incredibly smooth bourbon. Like most wheated, it's incredibly easy to drink. Has a nice little soft honey profile to it, as well as some of those caramel, brown sugar, typical bourbon notes. So yeah, everybody just give it a taste. See what you think about it. It's it's pretty good for what it is. The retail price on it it's about $20, but
Really? Wow.
Really?
But you won't find it around here.
Well, yeah.
So, but it's a very
So
affordable.
It's less expensive than the Buffalo Traces?
Yep.
Wow.
That's the thing. There's so many good, cheaper whiskeys and bourbons, but
Then
you just can't
technically
always
there's
find them.
5 Wellers.
Is that right?
yeah. So this one is the entry level. It goes all the way up to what they call the antique collection, which is their top of the line. Really some of the best stuff on the market, but. There's an antique, which is 107 proof. They're all about 7 years old. A full proof, which is 115 proof. A 12-year, which is aged 12 years, as you can imagine. And they actually have a single barrel, and then
Isn't that like a WL Weller too? Just
yeah, the
like
William Weller,
which is
tag.
top of, you're not going to see a bottle live.
That's a unicorn,
Yeah.
as everybody calls it. So yeah, if you can find them, get them. They're really good.
Nathan, what is your take
I
on
like.
it?
Very clean. I taste that honey coming through. It doesn't have that burn, which I know some people they don't like that burn going down. I've had different ones. Like the one that I brought does have a little bit of a burn, but it's oddly a smooth burn, if that even makes sense.
Call that the Kentucky Hug.
The Kentucky Hug, yeah. But great way to start out. My own mistake, or my biggest mistake, is that we've got 13 here, so I'm going to do smaller pours.
Really, Nathan? I think you should just go for it.
Yeah.
No, I'm good.
Full ounce
but,
and a half every time. Let's go.
But no,
Bumper,
great way to
what do you
start.
think?
Hold on.
He responded to it, that means go.
Nah.
We do have to get Mr. Cuckles through at some point.
He doesn't want to go by Mr. Cuckles.
I don't want to say booty bumper either.
You said Cucky the what?
If
No,
that,
he's just cucking over here in the corner, just watching us have fun.
Not wrong. I'm having fun on my own, damn it.
Which is exactly that.
That's kind of the point of
Kind of
it.
fits the definition.
Not because of watching you.
actually, if that was a girl sitting over there, that could be the start of a porno, right?
Yeah, it could. Well, hey, listen.
I got
I think it's our couch over
We got
here.
the casting couch right behind us.
It's really smooth. I like it.
It is.
Yeah.
I really like it.
And what I was going to chime in about, because you said this is a Weller, right?
Yep.
And I really love their, when they partnered with Cohiba and made the Cohiba Weller.
Oh,
That's
God.
a very
the
fine cigar.
Yeah,
and
very good.
I really like that cigar too. They've had two. They had one last year and then one this year, and the one this year is different than the one last year. And
Nice.
it's good. It's
Yeah.
a very good cigar.
For the Omaha area, they have those at Wine, Beer, and Spirits. Not a sponsor of the show, but
They can be, though.
they can't. Yeah, if you're watching.
We'll tag you later.
I liked it alright. I mean, it's not one of my favorites, to be honest. But it's not bad. I would drink it as I get, but
You bake whiskey sours with it.
there's lots of other things I
This
would
is-
prefer.
This is very much like my kind of like.
I could drink that straight. Like, there's not a lot that I do, and I could drink that one just the way that I'm drinking it now.
I love Buffalo Trace though, so it explains a lot there.
Yeah.
One thing I love too, though, is you have friends and family who might not be into the whiskey bourbon scene, and then they just see it's a twist off, and they're just like,
Yeah.
"Oh, it must be cheap and
Yeah.
gross," and it's like, no, you should try it.
Right, yeah.
It's definitely one of those where it's like it's a stigma. It's just like, oh, there's no top.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yep.
Is Weller the one that has the keys that you can find with them, or is that a different brand?
Bladenbow?
That's Bladenbow, yep.
Okay. Yeah, I saw a video on that where if you collect all 4 5 keys that they'll do like an engraved glass, and you can go to the distillery and
You
pick
must
it
not
up.
pay too
nice.
much attention to that video. You didn't know what brand it was.
Well, one of the bottles looked similar to that one.
Well, I think
So.
is it Blue Manor?
Blue Manor,
They also do it,
yeah,
key, but
yep.
it's not the same.
That's a new like influencer
Mhm.
bourbon that just came out. So
Yeah, it's pretty available around here, but they're just doing the knockoff of the key. That way,
Yeah.
it gets your attention. So
Yeah, makes sense.
you know, the
Well-
prettier the bottle usually is, usually the worse the juice is
I
inside.
believe that.
Doesn't always apply, but
True.
yeah.
So what is the second bottle that we're gonna hit up here?
We could. We'll do
start with-
Roy's choice here. Do the Eagle Rare. How's that
Eagle
sound?
Rare?
I'm
Okay.
always
We'll let him
saying
pour
yes
that
to
one.
that.
So
And
right
so-
now we're still streaming live on TikTok while he's pouring that. What's up, all you TikTokers? Normally we have our dad jokes of
good.
the day on TikTok,
Ooh.
so this is the first
My
time we've
bad.
done
My bad.
actual booze and bash
Oh,
stuff
I
on
missed
TikTok.
that one.
So
There you go. Pass it.
we don't
down.
have a good dad joke for you today.
Pours.
Nathan might have a dad joke later on. Nope.
No, sorry. So I do gotta say something on
The
TikTok.
drummer wheel was-
I do gotta say something about TikTok that I'm very, very disappointed in this. But have you guys heard of the account Turnaround Alan?
No.
There is an account on TikTok called Turnaround Alan that is a coworker that tries to get his other coworkers' attention behind him, that started in December of last year and has amassed over 500,000 followers, has had Metallica and other major people like commenting and sending them t-shirts and different
Really?
things. And the whole thing is he's just like cracking jokes with his coworker.
You guys
Stole our idea.
Yeah, I was
Hey,
gonna
Alan.
say,
You guys-
yeah, you guys.
He even starts with "Hey Alan."
That's hashtag.
They stole your whole flow.
Copyright. Fred started that hashtag.
I did check to see
have
if he
that
was following the account. He's not following the account, but I saw that and I was just
Come on,
like,
TikTokers,
oh
you guys gotta help
man.
us get up there. We do way better than just
Ooh.
turn around Alan.
Tell me how to do it.
On a better note, we've got some Eagle Rare here.
Ooh, so tell
Yeah,
us
we
about
got
Eagle Rare.
Yeah, so Eagle Rare is, this is called Mash Bill 1 from Buffalo Trace. So the Weller, as I said, was the weeded mash bill. So this is actually Buffalo Trace that's been aged 10 years. That's the main difference between Eagle Rare and the standard Buffalo Trace that you see. This is also, it doesn't say it on the bottle, but all Eagle Rares are a single barrel. This one's actually a store pick from a local store.
So how long is that one been aged, you said?
10 years. So it's
Does it say it on the label?
Okay.
Because the rebrand has
yeah,
it.
old
Took it
label.
off, right?
The old label says it on the back.
Back, yeah. New one has it.
A
on
new
the
one
front.
has it on the front.
So
So
Eagle Rare 12.
there's an Eagle Rare 17. That's the B tag.
Okay.
That's the I say B tag. It's Buffalo Trace Antique, which is again the unicorn level type bottle. But again, this is if you like Buffalo Trace, I think you'll like this one. It has a little bit more of a sweet oak profile
does.
to
It's a
it.
little sweeter.
Yeah.
Cherry.
It has a cherry forward, which I think Buffalo Trace itself is a little cherry forward
Yeah.
too. Maybe a little caramelized brown sugar in
I
there.
don't like that.
Did we tell everyone kind of how we're going about too? The proof?
I don't
Are
know.
we
Are
going
we
by
still
the
holding that? I don't know if he did that though. Down this
Oh,
way.
okay. I didn't know.
These ones are all in order.
So they are in
It's probably
order.
Buffalo
Right
Trace.
there.
We'll just do this one
Okay,
next,
that's
and then-
fine. Yeah, basically, yeah, we've done all Buffalo
How many
Trace.
do we have on here? 13?
14. I think
14
we're up
in
to.
order of proof. And let's tell the viewers, so we have all these different ones we're going to try that some of us have never tried. I think there's at least one here that everybody's not had.
Absolutely. Yep.
However, our base whiskey is...
Da-da-da-da-da.
Our low,
The legend itself.
the low price point whiskey that's actually really good.
It's actually very good. It has been on the show before when we had Anna Drinks Whiskey on the show with us
Yep.
during COVID. And she was the one that actually recommended it to us, and we all really liked it, and we were very surprised. So that's kind of we should start stacking after we try the bottles to the left or to the right. Like left good, right not good.
Oh, well, so far we're all good.
Yeah, so far we're all going on the good one.
You throw bottled and bought on anything, you know, right?
That's true. That's for the viewers out there. If you do see that bottle and bond statement on a bottle, that means you're assured of the quality that's in there. aged for 4 years in a government bonded warehouse.
Yep.
Or it means they've put this on there.
Just to stop.
Yeah.
And prove them wrong.
Just because they put in the label.
We could have got this for $5, but
They had to
they
put it on there.
had to put this on there, so.
It is 100 proof whiskey. Like it's not a.
Dude, I want to see a cheap bottle come out with like a stopper with a key.
Yeah.
With the bottle on. And he should just be like, yeah, no,
And it's just whiskey.
yeah. No, we made it in our basement. In Nebraska. We can't beat bourbon.
It should say something.
That's
that's not
whiskey, baby.
bottled.
Let's
It's
go.
whiskey, don't worry about it.
I aged this in an oak tree that fell down in the backyard.
What do you guys think?
Aged in oak, and maybe pine, and a little bit of
Ignore the
cedar.
squirrel. Forget about the squirrel. Drinking.
I knew I liked that one going in though, so
That is good.
I really like that.
That one's just scary.
Eagle Rare is truthfully one of the bottles that started a straight craze for me. I mean, that's really when I found out how good it could be.
Yeah.
And, going from kind of entry-level stuff and then that, it's way more complex, but so easy to drink. So, I mean, that's...
I mean, and sometimes that holds true. Sometimes, you have to pay more for something that tastes better, but there's a lot that's not. Like, I just don't, like, we're talking about this distiller and all, so, like, Pappy Van Winkle.
most overrated bourbon on the market.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Like, literally, I went and I was like, I'm going to try it. So, $60 for a glass.
A
And-
2-finger pour.
Yeah. And then I got a Pappy Van Winkle cigar to pair with it. $40.
Woo!
Which
So,
Pappy was it? Do you remember?
I don't. It's been a while, but
So, just to add some context to what you're saying,
Yeah.
this Russell's 10 right here, which we'll touch on a little later, 10-year-old bourbon. Okay, this is 90 proof, same exact proof point. This is made by Wild Turkey. Phenomenal. This, in my personal opinion, is better than this. And this is readily available for $30 in every single shelf, any liquor store you go to.
And get that cracked as well.
Yep.
It's a fresh crack tonight.
oh,
So.
yeah, no, open that one.
Yep.
And so that's just what I want to say is like sometimes people get so caught up in a name and marketing and and I was very underwhelmed and I was like, okay, that's $100, it's gone.
Yeah.
I actually didn't enjoy the cigar that much and I didn't enjoy the whiskey nearly as what I should have.
Yep.
And I like whiskey, so I was like, okay, it's a one and done. I will never do that again, and I will never spend money on a bottle of Pappy whether I can or not.
Yeah.
So,
See, the way to do that is to be at one of those vendor events at Proof Bar where you can try whatever you want. Because my favorite bourbon right now is still Woodford Reserve Double Oaked, and they didn't have that at Proof, so I asked if they had anything comparable, and they gave me this Garrison Brothers.
Balmerina.
Yeah. It was amazing. I hadn't had Double Oaked in a while. It was probably better than the Double Oaked, but because I've not had it in so long, I didn't want to say that. And then when I went to Booze R Us to see that bottle, it was $200 MSRP.
But that's
So-
what I love about getting to try like
Yeah.
comps and stuff
Yeah.
because like even here we're gonna taste something we're like, this is on my list. Like
Yeah.
you just discover stuff based on your profile too. 'Cause
and you talk about proof or whatever. It'd be interesting if they have anything off limits because I just sent you guys out.
Yeah, what was that one you had that was like
Here,
250 an
yeah.
ounce?
Yeah.
Or was it 500 an ounce?
It was 700. I
Yeah,
think.
it was something stupid.
700. and-
Oh, that was the Michter Celebration Mash. Proof.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There you go.
there's literally like, let's see if I can find it real quick. But basically, there's a limited number of bottles, right, in the whole world. They have one,
About 500 in the world.
and
Shit.
So even
Y'all
if
wanna go there
it
tonight?
was
I'll pay for
oh, here it
everybody.
is.
even if it was like anything you want, I just wouldn't feel right doing that. Like,
First of all-
at an event like that.
I would never pay that much
Yeah,
for a
it's-
pour.
No,
Because even if I liked it, I know that I'll never have it
So,
again.
yeah,
I said
it's
I
a
was
bar.
so point. Yeah.
So here we
I
go.
said
So
I'd buy.
it's 2022.
What's
Woodford
going on?
Celebration.
I changed my mind.
It's comprised of 7 barrels of bourbon and rye ranging from 12 to 30 years.
kidding, I'm not
There's only 328 bottles in the world, right? So it's $700 for 1 ounce, $1,200 for 2 ounces, But if you go during happy hour, you can get it 25% off. So that's a hell of a deal.
Hey, yeah, that's a great deal.
At that point, it's a go time.
Yeah.
So the retail on that bottle is about $10,000.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I feel for them. They gotta make their money.
I'm not.
There is nothing is that good. There is no way it is that much better than anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Yeah.
do I want a 2,000?
It could be the best whiskey I've ever had,
Yeah.
but I guarantee it's not that many times better than the stuff I can buy.
That's
Agreed.
a good point.
I'd rather have a 2010 Honda Accord, you know?
Good point.
You're not wrong. Or have an electric golf cart.
What should we do next after the Eagle Rare?
We'll go ahead and move on and keep with the Buffalo Trace theme. So this is actually we'll go ahead and just do the E.H. Taylor. This is also mash bill 1.
No, that's by Buffalo Trace also.
This is by Buffalo
Yep.
Trace
Oh, okay.
also. So this is Buffalo Trace's Bottled and Bond brand. So this is their in Warehouse H, which is the bonded warehouse, and that's where they produce currently E.H. Taylor. Again, same mash bill as Buffalo Trace and Eagle Rare. As far as Buffalo Trace entry level stuff goes, this is
It's
the
one of my favorite bourbons out
This is
there.
the one that's actually worth it. The Hunt.
Again, hard
So,
to find, very hard to
very
find,
hard
but
to
it's one
find.
of my favorite bourbons.
But this is actually, in my opinion, this is a special bourbon. This is really good to me. Everybody else might disagree, but basically it's a bonded Buffalo Trace, aged about 6 to 7 years. It's bottled and bottom, which means it's 100 proof.
So when you guys say hard to find, like if you go to a distillery, they usually have a store there where you can buy stuff.
Some. So
Can you buy this
Well,
straight?
Buffalo
So the
Trace.
entry level stuff you can buy at Buffalo Trace, the distillery. You just
But-
have to get there early because
and
the
they
lines
do,
do
it's
form.
based on the day too, though. They have
Yeah,
different
they
things put
rotate.
out on the day. So like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you might have some,
Thank you.
EH out there, but then he'll rotate through and you'll get Eagle Rare the next day. And you have
So-
to line up at like 7:30.
So the problem with Buffalo Trace is that they undercut their MSRP price lines to the market, and the reason why they do that, at least in my opinion, I'm put my tinfoil hat on here, and I think that they want to drive the secondary market because
Yeah.
people will go buy their products in droves. They'll go buy cases of it, and then they intentionally limit demand. So that way they know that their stuff is always flying off
Should
the
be
shelf.
illegal.
Which
Well-
should be, no?
Have you heard the rumor that they're expanding their production though?
So they
Like
did,
three-
yeah.
Okay, so like
Yeah.
3 to 5 years, they're saying you'll actually see a little bit more influx in the different markets just because of that, where it could drive down the secondary too, or
I don't support secondary markets. I refuse. I will not do it.
Unless it's on sale cheaper than.
Well, no. I'm just now. Let me say this: like, if there's a bottle, like I found a bottle like Rare, and maybe it was like $10 more than
Yeah.
normal MSRP. Okay, I will buy that for that.
Yeah.
But these people who double and triple the price,
Yeah, like $50, yeah.
I'm not doing it. I will not, and I'm not rewarding them for holding on to it.
And
And
there's-
if everybody did that, they'd be stuck with it.
it's true. And there's people though, like these groups we're in too, which is what's nice is I can reach out, and if you know a person,
Yeah.
Mike might be, hey, I did
Yeah.
get a second bottle.
No, I
I'm
don't
gonna
mind-
give it to you for $70.
Or
Done.
or trading.
yeah,
Like if you're trading, you have one.
Yeah.
I have no problem with that.
Yeah.
But to just come and like, there's a place down off of 90th Street, just be north of
Yeah, that place.
Blondo,
Yep.
and advertise. Oh yeah, we have Eagle Rare, we have that, and you walk in there, has it on his shelf
No.
Yeah.
at secondary market prices. I'm like,
That's-
I don't even know that that's legal.
That's
Yeah,
no,
it's-
it's
it's
everywhere
not.
right now. A lot of
Yeah,
places.
it's technically not, but yeah.
But they sit on the shelf. I was
Yeah.
out in Vegas and I walked down the strip, went to a CVS of all places, right there in Bland's, was just sitting in the shelf for like $200 each.
Yeah.
And it's just sitting here like, I see why it's sitting in the
Yeah.
shelf.
Yeah.
So like, it's gonna
Yeah.
keep sitting. But yeah, if you can sell liquor, I mean, obviously they probably do a bunch on the strip, so
Yeah.
Right.
because it's all about quantity.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it's Vegas, baby.
Yeah.
People are gonna pay.
Don't
it.
money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
there to spend money. So.
Yeah.
But
So I don't know if it's just me, but this one has a distinct different flavor from the other two
Yep,
that we
it does.
did. Is
It
it
does.
a different?
It's different conditions. It's just different conditions. I mean, you could take the same mash bill, you can age it in a different warehouse in a different location, and then proof it differently, and it just becomes a different product. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that one.
yeah, so this one,
I haven't tried it
it
yet.
gets away from kind of the cherry and the kind of the vanilla. And
Yeah,
you get more of the,
forward,
yeah,
it's more what forward?
more oaky forward.
yep,
It's a
definitely oaky.
It's definitely got bite to it too.
Yes.
We
That
are
one,
Kentucky
jumping
hug I was talking about.
We are jumping proof here.
that one,
Yeah.
that one burned my chapped lips a smidge bit.
We're all trying the E.H. Taylor, right?
What is it, E.H. Taylor?
Yeah.
So E.H. Taylor, the significance of the name of this bottle is E.H. Taylor is actually the one who presented and got the Bottle and Bond Act passed. So
Okay.
the Bottle and Bond Act was actually the very first truth in advertising law passed in the United States of America. So at that time, people that were making bourbon were literally mixing chewing tobacco spit in with fucking bathtub vodka and making bourbon and just doing whatever to put a product on the shelf because, as you know, bourbon takes time.
Yeah.
And time is money. So with the Bottle and Bond Act, it essentially, the government stepped in. We now have a legal definition of what it has to be to be bourbon, what bottle and bond means, all these different things. So
Government overreach.
yes.
And Mike, so you'll know more than I do too, but we did hit on Pappy.
Yep.
Overrated as it is. What is the connection to Buffalo Trace? Because, I mean, there is a direct connection to creating it, right? The distillery, the family connection and everything.
Yeah, so Julian Van Winkle owned what was now the Buffalo Trace Distillery at some point. He was one of the people that owned it, and a lot of the different bottles they make, like Elmer T. Lee, he was their old master distiller. Their Colonel Blanton, who's named after Blanton's, is also a master distiller at Buffalo Trace, and he's the one that introduced single barrel bourbon to the market. That's the significance behind the name here. So yeah, it's interesting stuff. I mean, there's a lot of history.
The web of it too. It's
Yes.
just a lot of these are all connected.
Pappy Van Winkle is actually this, but aged in a certain spot and aged longer. So I mean, this is literally
20 compared to 1,000 plus, 2,500
Yes.
plus. Like,
Don't forget, it has a different label.
So we don't have the bottle out here, but that High West one that you gave me a bottle of, I have kind of a similar profile to that EH one. Like, if I'm going to go to an old-timey Western saloon and get some whiskey, that's what I think it's going to taste like, is that bottle.
Yeah.
And it's okay, but it's different from that Kentucky Hug that I'm looking for.
So let me tell you this, and I kind of expected that, and we like this one a lot. I think that this is one that, as you start to really like oak-forward bourbons, you'll really like that. But it's more of an acquired taste.
Which doesn't make sense because my favorite bourbon is Woodford Reserve Double Oaked. So I like, but that's like,
but that one
that's
is so, it's so
different.
sweet. It's like
it's oaky, but guess what? It's smooth.
Yeah.
It's sweet.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Woodford
And then-
in general has that.
So how many more bottles do we have from you, Michael?
This is the Blantons. So this is Mash Bill 2 from Buffalo Trace. So this is actually a higher rye content, and that's what makes it different from the other ones. And
Tell us about the topper.
Because this is
That's
a good
a cool
marketing
topic.
ploy as well. Great marketing
I mean,
ploy.
that has been
so
on the stream most of the
this-
time while I was in front of you, but
this topper right here is what makes this bottle from a $50 bottle to a $100 bottle.
Jesus.
And people want to get this beautiful little horsey up there on top.
There's 8
Um,
variations.
So there's 8 different variations. The horses, as you can see, they have a letter on there.
They buy the
Okay.
set.
And so, you gotta, so they're like Pokemon, you gotta catch them all.
Do any of them evolve?
Yep, so the horse runs a race. So
In different
every horse
positions.
is in a different position, and so when you line them up, the horse is running.
I don't know enough about whiskey.
Yeah. Well, so and what's cool about that is you'll see like they do different raffles at Hy-Vee, stuff like that locally, and part of the allocation you'll actually be able to get the set.
Oh,
Like some
really?
people will sell the whole set to you,
Oh.
and then that's where you shell it out, and then you have 8 bottles of blends.
Yeah.
Which guess what? You
Same
can just
booze
drink
in
it.
bottle, right?
Yes. Nothing changes. It's just the horsey on top with the letter.
So the Blanton,
Great marketing.
Blantons,
Somebody's
tell
gonna have
you-
to drink the rest of that one for me before I can try this.
Alright.
the Blantons is the
I didn't think I figured
if I have
you'd take her, you know what I mean?
if I have to.
So this is one that people go absolutely
Is the
crazy.
ice in
That's
here?
fun too, huh?
He hasn't finished his own.
Is the ice in here?
No, it's outside.
We didn't plan this out correctly. Got to get Lisa to hand us the ice bucket.
Yeah, she will
So
want
I'm
to
gonna go
come
off
near
track
this
here
room.
too. What is your opinion on infinity bottles?
I'm making one right now.
Okay.
So it is an interesting thing. I did do a sample taste, and it was awful.
That's my mindset. I'm just like, even if I add the bourbons I love,
Yeah.
it's just gonna be awful.
You know, I'm a bourbon drinker, not a bourbon blender, so it's.
Well,
So we just
tell them about an infinity
we
bottle.
actually
Yeah.
did one. I did one last year.
Yeah.
We had it at our Christmas show. I didn't think it was that bad. I mean,
It was
Um,
not good.
they didn't like it really.
It's
Once
such a
again-
growing trend right now, and I'm
But,
just like,
I'm interested because I'm interested how it grows, right? Because I'm never letting that bottle get empty now. So I started this year with, I don't know, probably about a fourth of the bottle. And so I'll keep adding to it this year. My only problem is I drink a lot of the same whiskeys. So there does end up being, because basically I just do it every bottle I open.
yeah,
That's not a flavor,
Yep.
you know, so it might be
Well,
three
you
different
don't add
Buffalo
that
Trace
one
in there,
time.
right? But it's 3 different bottles of Buffalo Trace. And,
Yeah.
and so that's what I do. And then I keep track on my phone. I just keep adding. Every time I add one, I add what's in it. So that way.
So-
But we don't add any, like, you know, I wouldn't even add, we don't do
Or
any of the
the screwball.
flavors. But I'm also not doing, like, we're going to try later, the oat one, because it has such a distinct flavor. I don't want it to.
Well, so that's
So, like
like
this-
even if we just did one of what we had tonight, you have overpowering flavors already. So
Yeah.
like everyone they liked the first couple. We're more the oaky, the EH. That EH is gonna. I feel like it would overtake immediately. That
Yeah.
combined
Oh,
to
yeah,
those two.
I
So
mean,
that's where.
we could dabble.
Yeah,
a
but
little
if
bit
you're
in
at
each
one of
bottle.
those, if you have one of those and like 4 of the others,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
You get the ratio.
You know, there's
right?
nothing stopping us from getting a glass and dabbing a little bit of each one in.
Do an infinity
But
glass of all of it. That's
So here's my problem with their
Chris
infinity
drinks it.
bottle. I'll drink it. The
Glass.
infinity bottle. Here's the problem with it. What if you finally liked what you got?
And you're never.
You're
Yeah.
fucked. You're
Yeah.
screwed.
No, he keeps
Yeah.
track of it.
No,
then
there's
do
no
that.
way you can repeat how much you put in of each one and all that
Well,
stuff.
I always do the exact same.
Oh, you do the
pour.
same.
Yeah.
Okay.
An ounce
So then
of
you
each.
could,
Yeah.
you could remake it.
Yeah, it's like the poor man's pappy we talked about earlier. You have to have
Yeah.
exact
Except-
measurements.
Except
to
you're
make it what it is.
continually adding to it, so you don't know when you ran out of that. Like
Well, it's a
14
mix,
one that you
right? So
added.
the
Yeah.
idea is that it's a mix. So even when I leave a quart in the bottle, it's a mix of the same ratio should be in
Right.
that.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
then, and then I keep adding to it. So
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because then you're having to turn into Walter White to have to like.
Yeah.
You gotta get
So-
your beaker out. To,
my guess is no matter what year I do it, at the end of the year, that bottle is not going to be
That's.
the best thing I've ever had.
That's what I need to
And,
get.
oh, I wish I could duplicate that, right? It's-
Chemistry
Yeah.
set that he
It's
could use
like-
with his alcohol.
So-
So your bar would be chemical set.
So I did see a video with the Blantons, and I'm curious your two reaction, Dustin and Mike, on this. So this guy was doing a blind taste of these different bourbons, and Blanton's was one of the bottles that he had. And when he ranked them all, he had actually ranked the Blantons lower. And then when he took the mask off to see where he had ranked everything during the blind taste test, and realized that he had ranked the Blantons lower, he was like, no, I messed up. This one's the best one. This one's the best one.
No, that's
And like,
stupid.
I know
Why
it's...
would
Just lost all credit.
Yeah, I know. It was kind of the joke or whatever, but like, is it overhyped?
It is. So
It's
I-
overhyped.
I'm
yeah.
actually
when I
not a
first
huge
had
fan.
it, I was like, it's not worth what the
I-
secondary market has in it.
Yeah.
I
What's
do
this
like it better
one?
than the E.H. Taylor,
The Blanton.
Yeah.
but
I
I will
agree with
take
that.
any of the other ones we've had
Yeah.
over it.
Yes, the blends is the one that people just genuinely lose their mind over. They go crazy about it. It's really, it's good bourbon if it were truly the $50 bottle on the shelf.
Yeah.
it would
But
be
it's
good
$100
bourbon.
bottle.
But if on the secondary market, it's not worth $100. It's not worth what people sell it for, and it's not worth hunting it down.
It's really the regions too, like we talked about earlier. Around here, it might be that. It might be a couple hundred.
Well,
somewhere else.
Weller in
It's
certain
not
areas. Ohio, apparently, you can get Weller just.
everywhere.
Everywhere.
Texas,
It's like-
we can
yeah.
get cases full.
It's like a regular bottle of Buffalo Trace here, though.
Mm-hmm.
You can see people sell those for $70, $80. When
Yeah.
you should be getting them for 25
Exactly.
to 30.
Buffalo Trace around here is it's getting harder to find. Even
Yeah,
in
but
Colorado,
it was really
where
hard.
it's
Then it
everywhere,
became like
it's not right
I
now.
could literally just order it on my order from Hy-Vee and they deliver it.
Mhm.
So I had
Yeah.
multiple bottles, and then all of a sudden it disappeared again. I'm like, what the?
You go down to Texas and it's like falling off the shelves in the clearance bins. Like,
And if you want my general honest opinion, I think regular Buffalo Trace is actually better than blends. It's my preference.
Oh, absolutely.
I think it's a
better.
better.
This is the Blantons, right? The one
Yep.
we just had. Yeah, that's the Buffalo Trace 100%.
I like this one.
Yeah, so because I'm in a fantasy football league with a bunch of people from Colorado when I lived out there, and we had a buddy who was in the league, passed away, but he would drink Buffalo Trace religiously. That was just his.
Yeah.
It was like Jack Daniels on a shelf out there. You could find it anywhere. And this was probably 6-7 years ago. Now, it's starting to even get depleted there. It's harder to find, and that's part of the problem right now. People are hoarding still on secondary. But with that being said, like, we still have like a consolation bracket where, you know, you get $40, whatever it is, go buy yourself a bottle of Buffalo Trace.
Yep.
They can still find it. It's just hard.
Yes,
so,
it's just getting a little harder,
Mhm.
which it's kind of insane. You know, Buffalo Trace being hard to find. Just
it's
Yeah.
So what I'm hearing is it's good that I really like Woodford Reserve.
absolutely.
But who knows? To be honest, right now, 'cause, like,
No.
yeah, it's 5
No,
to 7
don't do
years
it.
out, and I don't
Don't
want it
do
to.
it.
But I'm just saying, like 7 years ago, Buffalo Trace, you would never imagine, at least in that area.
Yeah.
I mean, here maybe, but in that area, it would never just not be on the shelf. I went up to Colorado and I picked up a couple of
Right.
ones we'll be tasting later, and same thing. I was like, "Hey, what Buffalo Trace do you have?" It's kind of hard to find. They're like, yeah, we're out right now.
Yeah,
I'm like,
it's
what? I'm like, that's the reason they came here.
So
Yeah,
I
I'm
did-
kidding, it was my
I
wife's
did
birthday.
make an observation that of 14 different whiskeys that were brought, nobody brought Jack.
I thought we were drinking a bit of whiskey and
I
bourbon.
a gentleman's Jack that would qualify on the.
I wanted to show Dustin the Booze and Babble.
I like
bottle.
Jack.
Is it
I'm
right?
just
It's
gonna
right here on
throw
the
it
table,
out
right?
there. I like
Listen,
Jack.
Jack Daniel single barrel strength is
Yeah, right
actually
in front of you.
fantastic.
I
Is it
love
on the
it.
table
It's
right
a
in front of you?
fantastic.
Yeah, and regular Jack.
Yeah.
If you mix it with
Yeah,
something,
it's
yeah, you can drink it.
Oh,
I like that. I like
Oh,
Gentleman's
thank you,
Jack and
Oh,
I like Jack Single Barrel.
There's the camera's
I
sitting
like
on
them
top
all.
of it.
Oh, okay.
the only Jack I found that I like is like number 57.
Yeah, start pouring
I
that
don't know,
one.
it's a yellow-
27.
What is it? 27.
27.
It's a yellow label.
Gotta keep the
And
stream
it
moving
literally
along.
doesn't taste like Jack. Like, you know how Jack has that
Do
distinct
we
flavor?
need more?
And I don't like
It doesn't, and they didn't like
You
it.
want to stick my grandma?
So she's not.
Oh, Lisa!
I asked Julie to bring it. Open the door.
Oh, thank you, Julie.
Yes.
We love you.
The,
Hold on.
the ice ball's
I'll go
up.
live again.
Here, boo. This is what you want, my
Yep, yep. Just open the door.
Open it to your left. All right, TikTok special.
Give us the TikTok dance.
Yeah.
The lady.
Yeah.
Yay! Let's go later. Gotta put it back.
We're
Oh,
pulling.
here.
Thanks, Julie.
Thank you.
Oh, if you're gonna go
What's your
balls, you
favorite
have to go.
TikTok
Come on.
You are, my love.
I don't know TikTok yet.
By the way, I don't work for free, so you know the pay.
Oh, shut.
Let us know.
I feel like the payment's gonna be.
You gotta do the payment for all of us. And you guys can
Look at that.
subscribe to his OnlyFans to see the payment.
That smell awesome.
That's pretty cool.
That's Roy on sale right now.
That's Roy at OnlyFans.com.
Oh, jeez.
It's really weird though. I get on there naked and they pay me to put my clothes on.
Hey, whatever gets you the dollars.
So last comic standing, the first season was phenomenal, and they had one of the comics. They had to go out on the street and just like earn money,
Yeah.
and he was a very like large fellow, and that's what he did. Is he was like, I'm gonna start taking my clothes off if people don't pay me money, and he won. He brought in the most money, but yeah.
Oh, that door's not.
So this is
sour mashed
wild
smell,
turkey?
but
Oh,
it's
so now
not.
we're doing the wild turkey.
I don't think it is.
Yeah. So
My toes are cold.
Huh.
And is this your last bottle, Michael?
Where's some socks?
Okay.
With stickers.
So I brought this one for a very specific reason, and I wanted to do this after the blends
There, that's good.
for a specific
Because
reason,
it's open.
obviously.
It's kind of, yeah.
It was
it's
just
good.
enough to cause a draft.
Huh.
So the retail price on this is
Oh,
really the
I
same as the blends.
I have
It's,
just a tiny bit.
you missed the
tiny,
four, you don't
tiny,
get
tiny.
any.
Nope, that's good.
Oh, that sucks.
That's too much for you.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to down it though.
Uh-uh.
So this right here
Oh, I forgot the balls,
is
that worked.
this right here is also a single barrel product, but it's from Wild Turkey as opposed to Buffalo Trace. Same retail, it's about $50, but this you can actually find. And this is I wanted to highlight.
Well, you didn't say that's from Buffalo Trace, right?
No, this
No,
is
it's
Wild
Wild
Turkey.
Okay, I was like, I
Yeah,
was
yeah,
say.
yeah.
No, I said
prediction. You guys are gonna like it initially. It's definitely sweet up front, but then
Yeah.
you do get more of a bite than the others.
You
Well,
don't want to
besides
light
the-
because this is 101 proof
Yes.
versus 93 proof.
Oh, the water, Paul, before we move on.
Yes, yes.
Oh, we're
Yes.
gonna get up there. What
So-
did you bring us?
when I just started drinking, I drink Wild
Brown
Turkey all the
Everclear?
time.
This is the same Wild Turkey.
The Garrison barrel.
Oh.
155.
In fact, I don't want to say it, but I have it in my
Yeah.
glove
I
box.
couldn't say it. I said, just kept up with it. Still too.
And so again, single barrel product. This is essentially Wild Turkey's version of blends, and I think I don't think it's close. I think Wild Turkey has a much more creamier, like a much more.
Oh, that's better than Blanton's.
Oh,
there's
way
no doubt.
better.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's-
way better.
That initial taste
And I have to
is
say, I
good, but
appreciate you bringing me Wild Turkey that I actually enjoy, because Wild Turkey is not my.
So,
I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
so
you
Nathan,
want to
I can see you, Wild Turkey.
Pork.
what is,
I was
what
gonna
are
say,
your,
I don't want to
I
give
got
you
the
my
last
ice though.
Okay.
what are your thoughts? Nathan?
So on
I'll end up buying that.
the 5 that he
If I
brought,
find it.
Thank you.
I would say Eagle Rare is my favorite of the 5 that he brought. I don't think it's going to be my favorite of the night, but it's my favorite so far. Least favorite would be the E.H. Taylor Blanton's.
Easy.
I'd probably say Wild Turkey next, and then I'd put what was the other one that we did?
Weller.
Weller.
Yeah. So for
I
me,
think I'd put the Weller
I think
over.
Bland's might be my least
Yeah,
favorite
Bland's-
of those.
Bland's
It's
is my
crazy,
least
but
favorite.
it's like because of the stigma, but
this Wild Turkey's not bad, but the first 2 that we had were my favorite, and the more
Yeah.
the more you talked about the oakiness, the less I liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until you got someone with the horse,
Okay.
and I was like, oh, sweet bottle, this is not good.
I liked the.
I'm trying to separate my coming in. I'm a huge Eagle
You
Rare
pour a
fan,
little
so
more if you
I'm
want.
trying to like. Yeah.
We got plenty more.
This is really good. I
Yeah.
really enjoy this Wild Turkey.
Yeah, this is. I'm surprised
so,
how
yeah.
good. You said this is a $50 bottle of Wild
$50
Turkey.
Is
bottle
this
is-
readily available?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
readily
So I'll
available.
have to get some of
I
that.
mean,
So
it takes some
It
convincing to
can run out of stock. It can run out of stock,
Yeah.
so it's not maybe always going to be there, but you can definitely
get
find
it
it on
on
the shelf.
shelf. Okay.
Yes.
and another Wild Turkey that's great out there, rare breed.
Rare breed. Oh.
It's just
Okay.
it's delicious. And
Similar?
everyone's
Similar to that one?
smoother.
No, different.
Smoother?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
but one thing
more
that
oaky.
More expensive.
Nope, same price.
Oh, yeah.
same price. But what's great too is like everyone's like Wild Turkey, and it's again with the stigma thing. Is everyone's like, oh, that's the one your dad drank growing up.
Right,
You
that's
know,
the one I
this-
got out of the cabinet that
Yeah.
wouldn't get caught
And they
with,
see
right?
it, and it's like, okay, that's
Did
Wild
your
Turkey
dad's
itself is
have
not
a
that
handle on
great.
it? If it had a handle on it, we're not talking the same thing.
My bottle was about this big.
Yeah.
It fit in a glove box.
That's Mad Dog.
That was that was Wild Turkey.
He knows. He's like, really, dude? You got a bottle of Wild Turkey in your glove box? I'm like, yeah. You want some? He's like, no. He's like, no.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm kind of torn. I'm leaning toward the Wild Turkey just because it's new, too.
Yeah.
You know, for me, it's a new.
Yeah.
Really?
So it's right there with the Eagle.
Is this your top so far?
I think it's so.
Really?
Right now.
I would-
Surprise me a
And
little
then
bit.
Eagle Rare.
But it's because it's new.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, Eagle Rare.
He might be weighing.
Yeah,
more
So I
than-
didn't think you liked the bite that much.
Oh, no, I don't
He doesn't mind it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Dustin's fairly new to the group here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Of all the people here that can take the bite,
It would be
It'll be
him.
him.
Yeah.
This
no,
is the guy.
Well, I know this can't. And then
He didn't even need to refer to you as a person. This can't.
he's just mad because he can't beat me. in
So
football.
Dustin, I'm curious then. So Chris is at the bottom, Roy's at the top.
Whoa, why am I going to be on the bottom? That does.
I'm probably
He said because
right.
you can't take
Right
a bite.
above
A
him.
little, very smidge, maybe above.
No, I think
'Cause
you're above
can-
him. You're above, and then Roy, and then
Yeah.
he's above me probably.
He's probably above me because you like that double oak.
Yeah, but
shit.
Nathan can be a real bitch about other boozes that are higher alcohol content. He just happens to like the more manly whiskeys.
Well, he's got to like something, man.
I'm sorry, I don't. I'm sorry, I don't like Everclear straight. I mean, come on.
I was not in college.
I was
Yeah.
killing a few people with that.
I went to a party, you know, in Jungle Juice. I had the case in my car. Went out every time I could. Took a shot with him.
Would you like a Jungle Juice story?
Oh God, that
let's
was
hear it.
No bathtubs.
Oh, I go
So-
in the bathtub.
So-
let me tell the guys that it's season 8,
Who'd you
episode
go?
1. So Well, we're rehashing my sister's 21st birthday.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, I wasn't there.
She got a bus, and she asked me to bring Roy with me. And I said, sure, no
Good
problem.
enough for me.
And she said, can Roy make us a drink?
The real reason I was asking.
So Roy has a rule. Roy has a rule. If he makes a drink for a party, you may not warn other people not to drink it.
Yeah.
Oh.
So he brings on what tastes
Even though
essentially
it
like
should have
juice,
a warning.
and it does not taste like there's any alcohol in it. And I kid you not, there were at least 25 barely of age people incapable of walking.
That sounds about
Every Bellevue police car was at my little sister's house as we dropped them off. And we sat on the curb while the police interrogated everybody, and we're just like, hey, we drove them all home.
Yeah, because we did. We had me and him kept going back,
Yep.
getting the next set of cars, driving people back to the house.
Yeah.
Eventually, we were just like, hey, look, can we just grab my sister and y'all can do what you need to do?
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, that's no problem. And we took off with my little sister. But it was, he straight up knocked out an entire bus full of kids.
Well, later on, we told me
Oh,
the story.
21 years old.
Dude, so my 21st was, I had a buddy who went to Europe for study abroad, came back, brought straight,
Oh, I thought you were talking about the skirt.
No.
and it was literally melt the sugar over it, drip it in, and lime green like you imagine, and shoot it. I only had probably 3 shots of this leading into the rest of the night. We left, and all of a sudden, I don't remember the rest of the night. It ended with me in my dorm room saying, I want Allie. Where's Allie? My wife now. And she was taking care of me. No, get away from me. I want Allie.
You can't be mad.
I'm asking you. I thought it was this little green man, and I was just like, hey, I see you. I asked for you. That was a nice.
I gotta say, I expected that reaction from Chris.
What are we drinking?
So this is the Jefferson's Reserve. It's
This
a
is
Cabernet. It's a Cabernet cask fish.
Oh, it's a Cabernet. That's
Yeah.
fine. I'm not a Cabernet. Yeah, I don't
So,
do Cabernet.
How's that disgusting?
I
What
knew-
is wrong with you?
I knew
This is delicious.
I knew when I
it's
seen
good.
it. I was like,
It
I
is.
like Cabernet.
Yeah.
So,
I think it's good.
so I have found I really enjoy most of the whiskeys that are finished
I love
in wine
the
barrels, port wine barrels.
Yep.
The Cabernet barrels, the Thomas S. More line. So it's Chardonnay, port,
Have you tried the
Cab?
Penelope Rosé yet? I brought it over. He didn't
No.
like it, but I loved it. It's so good.
No, is that the one we had?
Yeah.
Hot tub?
Yeah.
That was
So-
good.
So
Why
I
you don't like it?
So that one was rough, like just taking a sip of it. But after the ice cube melted a little bit, it was delicious.
What do you
I
mean?
drank way-
I will
was
say-
not able to walk.
Don't let
after
this
that.
one sit for a long time, though. It really opens up longer it sits, and it's only good if
No,
you drink it
that's
pretty
good.
quick.
That's really good.
well, you have to. So something to keep in mind when you drink things that are like for this, that's in a red wine barrel.
I like that.
I don't like a wine.
Red wine has
That's why I don't
tannins
like
in
any
it,
of this.
and by adding ice and making it cold, those tannins become bitter.
Yeah.
That's why you don't drink red wine in the fridge. You
Yeah.
have
knew
to
it
drink
was
at room
going to be.
temperature. That's the reason.
So when I had it earlier today, it was room temperature,
Yeah, and that's
it
that-
was
that's
yeah.
what I'm saying. So that's the best way to actually
Oh,
drink
those
one
are-
of these. Now
Yeah.
I still want it cooled down, but I do. I don't want to leave it sit and let it get super
Yeah.
cold.
So
So-
but I enjoy this a lot.
So I can't give you guys the whole backstory like Michael can. My wife was actually the one that bought this bottle, so thank you, Lillian.
Good job, Lily.
Yeah.
I love you, Lily. If you're watching,
Let's
she's watching.
go.
Probably,
We
yeah.
love you.
So I've tried the regular Jefferson's Reserve,
That was good.
Jefferson's Ocean, which is like
Fun story. Explain
Oh,
it.
pause.
so Jefferson's Ocean. They take the barrels, they put them on the ship, and it's aged at sea.
And
So
everyone
there's like
has its
salt
sea
water.
number, like
Yeah,
the
it's a
ship.
different voyage every
Yeah, it
time
has
and
number-
different path.
I've never had one I didn't like.
The cool part about that
Yeah.
story is it's not the first time we've had that.
And supposedly the seawater, the salt
Swishes,
seawater,
but it also
that
swishes
shit, the
the
barrels,
barrels,
all
yeah.
that's
Constantly
making a
keeps it
difference.
moving is the
Yeah.
big thing.
And I have to say, it,
Japan stuff
I
like that,
really
they
like
don't
it.
have
It's
anywhere
good.
stored.
Yeah.
I like it too.
Seriously.
I thought it was.
Yes.
I thought it was like the name and stuff. I thought it was a bit gimmicky, but I really like the Jefferson's Ocean.
Yeah.
I think it's good. I there's not been a Jefferson's I've had that I've not liked.
Yeah.
So I think Jefferson's is probably one of my favorite brands. I hope that 5 to 6 years down the line, it's not like Buffalo Trace where you can't
Like,
find
never mind, we hope
it.
it's not, but
Yes, you better buy a whole bunch of those $80 bottles.
All I keep telling myself is, once again, even as they get like that, there's so many new coming
Yep.
out all the time.
Yep.
I feel like I can probably always find bourbon that I like.
Well, I feel like Mellow Corn's
And
always going to be
MSRP.
always.
And there's different price
You're
range
supposed to get
there.
to that.
And so I don't even
Yeah,
stress.
I don't know if I'm
I
excited or
reason
scared.
to.
Like,
No reason to.
I'm like-
it's good. but
Yeah, okay, I can't.
I just
Like,
had $99.
like my go-to right now is Angel's Envy. I love Angel's
Yes.
Envy.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Love
Angel
Angel's Envy.
and rye. You guys
Yeah.
don't.
No. We have that right.
Okay.
Listen, the rye tastes
Yeah,
like a
right.
straight
I like
maple
it, I like
syrup.
it.
You did.
Like
I
it's
like
a dessert.
Oh, so you
good.
like rye, but it's
But he
so-
said,
No, it's
I
some
trusted my
rye.
everything
Some
he
rye
said, yes, I
don't,
did
but
like it.
yes.
and that
That one
was
is way different.
in Tahoe for my wife's 23rd birthday. No, not 23rd. 30th birthday. This was last year. I'm getting old.
Wait, were you with a 23-year-old?
Whoa! You did too, you know.
I didn't say
It's not a
that.
cup situation.
I said, was there a 23-year-old also?
I used to like you, Dustin.
I think you're right, and I fell in love. Like,
Yeah.
that is $100 right now, MSRP. You can find it around here.
Yeah.
It's worth it. Like, it is.
So I like rye in an old fashioned.
Okay,
I
yeah.
don't like rye straight.
You try.
I
I gave
not-
you the Angels Envy rye and you hated it.
Okay.
Really?
No!
Yeah.
Ow! It's
Oh
so
my God.
good!
I don't like it. I don't like it
So
straight.
I get the. I mainly just. I always have just the regular one on my bar all the
Yep.
time.
And that's my
because it's
favorite
really not
old-fashioned.
that expensive. The bottle's awesome looking.
Oh,
You know, with the
If
with
anyone
the-
that is watching actually knows me, my birthday's in about a month. Get me a bottle of that.
So
so
Copa makes their old fashions for $10 with Angels.
Yeah, they have.
Yeah,
great
That's my
specials
favorite old
right
fashioned.
now.
Hands down, my
Yeah.
favorite.
It
old
is
fashioned.
better. I do
Yeah.
have to say that. Like I usually
Old-fashioned
get their
is
regular
the
old fashions, and then one time I had the Angel's Envy one, and it did
Much
taste
better.
better. I liked the
Yeah.
regular one, but I did like the one with Angel's Envy better. But I would still drink either one.
Well,
But the rye I liked
Gordon
was
Ramsay's
pineapple rye.
He
He had
Yeah,
a
so I did,
pineapple
for one of my
rye.
birthdays, I did a old-fashioned bar set up. So I had all these different whiskeys, and I bought a brown sugar
Yeah, that was
rye
good too.
I've never
But
spent
and a pineapple rye, and then had recipe cards made up. I did a brown sugar simple syrup to put in it, so that way everybody could just make their own. So I had a bar for that. I had one for martinis and one for
yeah.
They're
Bloody
so good.
Grace, I think.
That pineapple one was my
Listen,
favorite.
bud, if you
Yeah.
want to invite me to the next old fashioned bar, I'm gonna be.
Oh, it was so good. I probably had 3 or 4 of those old fashions.
The pineapple
Yeah.
was
Oh,
so
good.
good.
It was so good.
You
So
guys
I
give me
only-
the recipe. I'm gonna have to try that out.
So I only brought the one bottle because it was kind of a last minute purchase, and I had sent the picture in the group text, and Roy was like, "You're bringing that up tonight." I guess.
The thing saying he got it.
But
Yeah, 'cause he's like, oh yeah, I really picked this up. I'm like, well.
so,
I'm not gonna
but
lie though, that's only one, like, so the Blanton's at the bottom right now, and that one's the next one up.
and it's okay. You're wrong.
That's definitely top 3.
So
for me.
yeah, right now
It's good. This is really good.
I think it's my number 1 right now.
it's my favorite one so far.
It is
But
mine too.
I really like Jefferson's Reserve. I've not liked anything that I've had from them so far. And apparently Jefferson's makes a single barrel. So I'm gonna have to find that and get that at some point.
Spears and Things is releasing a store pick single barrel this week.
Where I don't
Oh, okay.
So
No, I
So,
know.
For people that don't
Between
know,
them and
what
the,
does it mean
What's the other one?
if it's a single barrel?
Yeah, Virginia.
it's a very literal phrase.
It's just-
It is
They
one
make
barrel,
only
one
one
barrel
barrel
whiskey.
of that.
But I'm just saying.
Batch.
They said,
Yep.
like,
So
okay.
they literally dump
0.003
one
Right.
barrel
Yes.
and they bottle that, and that is what you get in that barrel. So that means every single barrel that you get is going to be unique,
Right.
a little bit different
Yeah.
in that and specific to that bottle.
I just wanted to state it on the show because there's people that don't know what.
I don't know if
single
anybody
barrel is.
overheard it though, because there's 2 different conversations
It doesn't
going right now.
matter. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I think we've had a lot of whiskey so far. So I think we're just
No, we haven't.
we're not even halfway.
I haven't.
So to keep the whiskey train moving along, who's the next
That one was not
presenter?
good.
I think Roy was the one.
You're the only one that feels that way, Chris.
That's my favorite
Where
one.
we at?
And that's why we have 14 different bottles, because there's different tastes.
Melbourne.
Are we on Melbourne?
We haven't done that, right?
Next, yeah.
All right.
So, Michael, have you ever had?
We're going for the Jefferson.
You're the first guy here.
No, we'd already
tried
tried it before it became out.
This is first sip.
Yeah,
You're like, I gotta get this.
I pre-gamed because I was so excited to try
I
it.
purposely drink water all day today.
I always make sure I'm prepared for this night.
Did you eat? You always have that problem.
I did not have dinner.
Damn you.
Oh, Jesus.
My mistake is I usually get wrapped up in the problems we had before we get started, so I don't have dinner.
That's true.
Yeah, he's not very bright with that.
I only had salad.
Luckily, you know, if we do kill this bottle, it's not hard to replace.
Yeah,
So
It actually
All of us
was.
contribute $1.50 in order.
Yeah, wasn't it the guests on the show that introduced us?
Anna drinks whiskey.
Yeah, right.
Heavy must not have it right now because I was going to look up what the current price is going for.
Yeah, it was a guest on our show that introduced us to that.
it is a little bit frustrating going from an $80 bottle straight to a $10 bottle.
Okay, so these are quoted.
I like this one better.
So I think
Is it 8 times better than that
These are all
one? Probably not. But I think I'm gonna stick
I
with.
mean, for a
This is-
$10 bottle,
This
this
is
is
so much
phenomenal.
better than a wood.
Let's just say, let's call it
Cheers, everybody.
Hey, so on the nose alone,
Yes,
this
sir.
is not bad. There's no burn when you smoke.
No, this is honestly this is quite possibly the smoothest whiskey I've had tonight.
Right? And it's
I want to go there.
It's the smoothest, like no burn.
It's 100 proof. I mean,
For the price, too, this is
Yeah.
phenomenal.
Oh, yeah.
This is the best $10 bourbon I've ever had.
Let's be honest, it's under
alcohol poisoning.
it's under 20.
Right there.
Let's just say it's under 20.
Let's be honest, the
Getting
best
quotes on it, it's all
bottle
like
under
$19.99, but
yeah.
it's
No,
not
I-
that.
Yeah, it's just good.
Here.
I'd say best under 20. There's some
Yeah.
really good ones under
And-
30.
Yeah, under 20.
I see a bright yellow cap, and I'm not going to buy it. I
Well,
would
you have to look
I would buy this.
You have to do this.
It's on the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's not dusty. It's not dusty. 'cause people
No,
buy it.
yeah, people buy it.
Well,
Because
so-
it's not as hidden of a secret.
But it
Yeah.
makes sense though, right? Like if you're gonna mix stuff, if you're gonna make it,
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
why would you spend $200 whiskey on an old fashioned?
I mean,
Yeah,
we
we can do that.
like Jack. I've
Yeah.
heard over here.
We
but
need. I mean, look, the we is a strong word.
Unless I'm more than one person.
Booty Bump likes Jack Daniels.
Yes.
I would not put Jack in an old fashioned over this.
No way.
No,
Let me tell you, I do not. I wouldn't do it. I'm just saying, price point wise, that's twice the price of this.
Let me just tell you, I love Jack, but I will not put Jack in an old
He
fashioned.
won't.
I will not.
His Jack only goes in Diet Coke. Or
Mix
sorry,
them go.
Coke Zero.
Not my single barrel
Well,
does.
the Single Barrel doesn't. But also, he makes Jack and Cokes in, and the Booze and Babble way is 32-ounce cups.
I mean, it was
Heyo.
my.
So that's a funny. So let me just. So most of the drinks, a lot of the drinks you see on our Instagram are done at my house, or me. It's basically what I'm drinking for the
Yeah.
night. But it's kind of funny because here you go.
Alabama.
At my house, we drink out of 32 or 44-ounce glasses. Not straight whiskey, of course, but any mixed drink is that's how we. But on the show, you know, so we want pretty drinks, so I have to make them in the proper glasses. So it's
Yes.
always
For the pictures.
like
Yes.
this. So it's always like make it up, do the picture,
Yeah.
fill it up the rest of the way, and then go drink it because it's like. And it's funny because now my wife, every time we go out to a restaurant, they serve her a regular drink, and she's all like,
What the hell is this?
I'm an adult.
Yeah.
Why am I getting such a baby cup? I'm like, yeah, non-alcoholics call that
Yeah.
regular size.
Yeah.
And then it's bad. It's bad too that when you've had enough of Roy's different drinks.
Yeah.
Because of course they only use
Yeah.
this much alcohol and this much mixer, and
Yeah.
I'm kind of the other way around.
So when we go out with
Only way to
Roy,
do it, yes.
when we go out with Roy and we order drinks,
Oh,
we'll generally take all the drinks they make, slide them over to Roy and say, fix this.
And I basically order all these different
So we order
shots of
shots.
this, another mixer of this, and I make them to everybody's
No,
taste.
I
Yeah,
think
like that.
one of my favorite times with Roy was at Lisa's party when we were doing the bar hopping,
Yep.
and we went to
Oh,
the one that
yes.
was like that arcade style
Yeah.
bar with
Yeah.
the bottle service.
Yeah.
And Roy was like, "Go get me some lemons, some
Yeah.
of this, some of
Yeah.
this." And there was like bottle service girls there to serve us the alcohol. He's like, "No,
No,
we're
no.
good.
No,
We're good.
no.
We got this."
See, wouldn't let
You
me
just
go.
go give me a cup of grenadine, give me this, give me that.
was literally like, we
got me going.
They were literally like, we just want to watch you, bro.
You
walk back.
You guys can stand here and move around if you'd like, though, but yeah, I'm gonna handle the pour.
So to give props to that place, though, what's that place called? Something. It's over there by Tokyo.
It's Throwback Arcade.
Throwback Arcade.
Yeah.
Great place to go. It's
I love
super fun.
arcades. They're amazing.
Well,
Well,
it's not
it's-
really arcades.
It's
But
just
it's-
Throwback, I think.
Yeah, it's
a throwback,
It's
yeah.
all 90s.
So they have a big
Oh.
dance floor. They're constantly playing all like 80s and 90s old TV shows.
They have a Nintendo.
but they
that you
have
can play
arcade
after-
games, all the old arcade games
Yeah.
sitting around that you can play. And then they have an upstairs like outside area.
Which we didn't get to go to.
Yeah, because it was cold at the
my wife's birthday's in
It's
April.
a cigar
so
lounge.
It's
we
it's
went.
a grab
Oh, is
shoot,
it?
yeah.
Well,
No,
I
it's
never saw
I
it.
didn't know that.
It's
April
outside.
Oh, okay.
third.
But yeah, they have a sign.
Oh, cool.
Nice party.
Has everybody tried the Clyde Maze yet?
Yeah.
Because I've only had one other Clyde Maze,
What is
and
this?
So this is
Hold on,
Clyde
time out,
Maze
time out.
Alabama style whiskey.
Made in Indiana.
It's it's aged 4 years in an
Doesn't
oak
smell
barrel
good.
with it's supposed to have a hint of apple. Okay.
Definitely has apple.
That one's going.
Here's how they describe it.
Less
The
than
Clyde
Jack
Maze.
Apple,
Did you
but
try
it's
it?
apple.
I haven't.
It's-
Wow.
He likes it, Bush.
So it says now you guys this is especially for you two because I want to see if you agree. It says on the nose you should get distinct aromas of rich caramel, dried orchard fruits, and green apple.
I don't smell anything.
Yes, but you taste apple.
Okay.
100%. That's
So
green.
on the palate, it says warm medium bodied spirit with an accent of black pepper, hints of anise, and
Definitely
toasted
black pepper.
oak, crowned by a smooth finish.
Oh, you know why I don't like this? Because it has hints of anise and oak in it.
What I do like about it though
I like
is
this one.
it's kind of a subtle green apple. It's not like a
No,
Jack apple or ground apple.
no, it's not like an apple whiskey.
Yeah,
It's
but you definitely get the apple.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
it's not
you
good. I don't know.
You do.
So I had this for the first time. Actually, at one of the cigar places we went.
You don't taste apple.
There was
Oh, I
actually
taste apple,
a
but it's not
whiskey.
But it's
So
not
every
apple.
time
Yeah.
Chris doesn't like something, you know it's a good bourbon.
It's pure apple.
Sorry. Go ahead, Roy, because we shouldn't be talking over Roy.
Hold on, I want to say something real quick because I agree with it.
Jeez.
You know, hey, you didn't hear it and you need to.
Okay.
So pretty much Nathan just said, if Chris doesn't like it, then you know it's a good
My favorite bourbon is TX.
Yeah, besides that, like, what's your actual
okay.
favorite bourbon? That's not a bourbon.
Well,
That's your favorite whiskey,
TX has a bourbon. Yes.
No, it's not.
It's still all of a bourbon.
Eh.
What's my favorite bourbon? Is I don't know the difference between whiskey and bourbon.
Evan Williams Honey.
Kentucky. That's the difference.
So that's the bourbon, right? Like
Yeah, you.
bourbon is
There's also a
Every bourbon is a
Yeah.
whiskey.
Every-
Not every
Yeah,
whiskey is a
But
bourbon.
there has to be a certain mash ratio
Yeah, so-
and stuff.
but if
I
it's
mean,
made in Kentucky with a certain amount of mash,
It,
it's a
well, it
bourbon.
doesn't have to be made in Kentucky, but here's
Yeah,
an old
which one
saying.
is the one that has
Ooh,
Here's an old
that
saying they
one's my
say.
favorite.
90% of the
I think
world's
that one's
bourbon
me second.
is made in
That's
Kentucky.
Oh yeah, this is
The
good.
Clyde Maze are incredibly smooth.
Very smooth.
So
But anyway,
what's
What's
the
the
MBA
proof?
bourbon?
85?
Kentucky bourbon, yes.
Okay, so that's
So-
my favorite bourbon.
I-
So I like a regular English.
So my opinion on the Clyde Maze.
That's my
It's
favorite.
delicious.
okay,
Clyde Maze they're incredibly smooth, but
Yes,
it's
it's
not
smooth.
super flavorful.
Yeah, there's nothing
Like-
about this except it doesn't burn my throat.
I like it.
Hey.
I
So
like
much
it.
flavor to that.
I disagree.
I disagree
No,
too.
there's so much flavor. The apple is so
Let me
prominent.
ask you a question though. I'm gonna ask you, what's that bourbon that's your favorite bourbon? The one that's
what?
they blend in California.
Oh.
Rod and Hammer.
Rod and Hammer. So this and the Rod and Hammer distilled at the same exact place with the same exact mash bill
How is it that much different though?
because of blending.
It's
Yeah.
good.
No.
It's
So
This is not
This-
good.
It seems really light. It seems really light to me. Like,
Yeah, this is
blending
my
and
So
second.
this is
This-
for that small
This is only
yellow
85 proof. Yours is 90 proof.
Yep.
And
Okay.
it's
He's
different
the one
blending
that was talking
techniques.
about this.
Okay.
I'm just supposed to show you how
So
much
I went
blending
bought
can
Like,
impact. a
so
whiskey.
for me,
Yeah.
this is very bland. Like, there's not a lot of flavor to it.
I disagree.
I
know,
Everybody's palate is different though.
Yeah.
I'm not. So here's the deal.
I'm guessing what happens is, right, the flavors that are in this, your palate doesn't pick up very well.
Right, because if you had not told me
That's what
apple,
I'm
right?
guessing, because everybody's palate.
So for instance,
Yeah.
the next one that comes up, don't tell me whatever fruits are in it and ask me.
because he's looking
I
for
don't even think you said apple, and I was like, this is so apple.
No,
I afterward, yeah.
I would never have got apple out of this.
I taste it.
No, not at all. No, for me, no.
I get that. You're kind of adamant about it.
Okay, so Chris is the first one voted off the island.
So that one's at 85 proof.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why it tastes very bland. Like it's
I
just
enjoyed
food.
it.
Like you
I like it.
I enjoy it. I enjoy
this.
And it's actually
enjoy
not
it.
very expensive, to be
Yes.
honest.
I think I would have preferred that one not on the rocks. I think that would have been a
And maybe
big.
that's it.
Maybe I would like that not on the rocks. Maybe the
I mean,
ice dilutes it.
Because that's the thing, though. Even with ice,
that
you're like
first
literally
time.
3 drops of water will open it up
Right.
too for
Right.
people. So
Yeah.
yeah.
It's definitely different when you add water or don't add water.
Absolutely.
Or have it on ice.
Like
or
I've
not
seen
have it.
people who don't want ice on it, but they'll just put like
Yeah.
a few drops of water.
Water, yeah.
Yeah.
Have a little
And,
dropper.
like, 99%
So-
of the time, I'm going to take a single block in my whiskey or my bourbon and
Yeah.
just try it.
Yeah.
But
So-
like at a tasting, I want it neat. I
See,
just
So,
want it-
hold on.
At tastings, what I always do is I always try it neat,
Yeah.
and then I drop ice
That's
cube
fair.
in.
So
Yeah,
Chris, you just tried it.
Oh.
Chris just tried it neat. I'm
So-
curious.
no,
Straight out of the bottle, like that is way different. Like way
Yes.
different. And we learned with Anna Drinks Whiskey that adding the water, adding the whiskey.
Yeah.
so
So
drops.
that is significantly different, not with ice cubes
Yeah.
in it, and actually not terrible. With the ice cubes, I was basically drinking water. Like I
So-
really felt like there was water, but that definitely has an apple. Definitely has a little bit of a flavor on the tongue.
Yeah.
Still, don't like it.
Question for you guys that are the experts here, because
That's you.
Yes,
I'm
Roy.
not.
I'm listening, Roy.
What does Alabama style mean?
It's
a marketing.
the way that they do it in Alabama.
Seriously, read the label. It tells you all about it. I just read it.
That means if you have enough of this, your cousin starts looking a little bit more attractive. You know what I'm saying?
They don't need the bottle for that.
This needs you to be on your level.
Okay, we're 3 minutes past 8, so we're in the battle.
It is now Babylon.
We're halfway through.
We might have to go to Babylon on.
Yeah. Babylon on after
Michael
hours.
and Dustin, you guys don't really know, but Booze and Babble goes for 1 hour. After the 1 hour point, we've entered Babylon, which is
Usually
no
we
longer,
stop and restart.
Yeah, there's a transition.
Yeah.
There's usually a transition.
But we had technical difficulties.
So
Technical difficulties
so
today.
things
Sorry,
are about to get
ladies and
real
gentlemen.
here, and no, there's no filters. There's no. Oh, let's be PG about this. even
Do you
though-
really want to know?
And we're how many bottles of bourbon in?
We're a lot.
No, we're
So-
really not. I don't.
Well, we're over half.
Six, I think,
Over
6 or
half.
7.
I don't think we are over half.
We might be
6
at
or
half.
7.
I
Something like
think
that.
Nathan wants to tell us something.
So the Alabama style is the apple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I no longer like Alabama style. I don't.
So-
really have time to research,
Roll
so-
Tide, baby. Let's
Okay.
go.
So this one we're passing around right now is Uncle Nearest
Take one
1884.
down and pass it around.
So the first time I tried this was actually at Whiskey Fest this year, and really enjoyed it. It was my favorite by far of any whiskeys I tried this year. So they are actually the most awarded whiskey within the last 3 years. They're just really coming back out. But it's actually, this whole thing is the first known African American master distiller.
And you'll like this
It
as a
goes
Jack
way back.
Daniels fan.
Respect.
It's Nearest Green Distillery.
Really?
Is where it's
What?
from.
Say that again. It's what?
Nearest Green Distillery.
Oh, that's a place.
Yeah, where they
Okay.
make it. It's 93 proof. So there's a lot of story back here, like that
I like
Tennessee, or the Tennessee whiskey
Yes.
Whatever. is like this would be the guy who started it all. Like he's the first one.
Yeah.
He was a former slave that
That taught Jack Daniels
yes,
how to distill whiskey.
exactly,
Wow.
and everything has kind of come from that, right? Which is pretty cool.
This
like
one's
the
very
Kentucky
So
peppery.
here we go. So tasting notes on the nose. Okay, have you tried
Wait,
that?
I guarantee it does
hold
not
on,
say.
hold on. Let me try all the
I
ice cubes.
I am curious what everyone thinks
Did
about
you guys
this.
get this?
Keep in mind, if you don't like this one, you're racist. But I am curious everybody's thoughts.
So
I want to know everybody's thoughts on
Let
that.
me
Hate
start.
this one, don't you?
Let me start. I took a swig straight from the bottle and it hurt my throat.
This one? Okay.
Yes, but
It's 93 proof.
out of this, I get kind of like a peppery. I
Yeah.
could be way
Pepper,
wrong.
yeah.
I get
It's
it.
like peppers.
I get pepper.
Pepper, yep.
And I don't mean peppers like jalapeno peppers. I
Right.
mean like
Black
pepper.
pepper. Black
Right.
pepper.
Or how about,
Yeah,
how about
yeah,
white pepper?
Hey, I've got a
White
note
pepper.
you've never heard
that's
about
kinda
a bourbon in your
racist.
life.
No,
It's
that's-
bubble
yeah,
gum.
but listen,
But no,
Taste
it's-
it. Taste it.
So this is a
Hold
very.
on. Hold on. Let him
I get-
finish.
Okay.
I get some peppers.
The first taste.
Yeah, it's.
Gosh
You
dang
guys had this
it!
one?
You
You
just
had this
ruined
one?
that for me.
Yeah, you have it. I know.
Yeah.
Yes.
I haven't had it, so to me,
That's
there's
so weird.
There's a
Bubble
little bit,
gum.
There's a little bit of
There is a bubble gum.
I've never heard that in my life. I've never heard that.
orange.
It's there.
There's a bubble gum flavor.
flavor.
Yes.
I don't get
a little
that.
bit of a caramel.
Before the burn is a bubble gum.
Yes, right before it hits your nose, it's like a bubble
But
gum.
I think this cigar
I've
is
never
drowning
heard that in my
that.
life about a bourbon.
Because I
That's
picked
bubble gum.
up-
Chew it a little bit. Like drink some,
This
chew
is-
it.
Okay,
and
so
then
to
drink
me,
it.
to me,
This
it's
cigar is
it's-
peppery.
Wait. Let's all.
Yeah, one at a time.
It's
One at a time.
this-
I got this like black pepper and I got like a bubblegum like
I do.
really bubblegum chewy thing and then burn in my nose.
for me, it's
That's the
peppery.
smell of the taste.
The taste was like pepper and bubblegum.
Okay.
The burn was like this nose.
Yeah,
I didn't
okay.
smell it.
All right.
The
What do you
pepper
got?
is the sting. It's to me. There's a citrus. There's like a little bit of an orange peel to me, like a very citrusy, a little bit of
I still
caramel.
have it.
And yeah, that's
Okay,
probably
what are you
what's
saying?
What do you got?
Have you?
Like I just said to everyone, I've never explained a bourbon like this in my life.
Okay.
There is a bubble gum undertone there.
Thank you.
They don't use that in here, but okay.
Okay.
I've never, no, because that's not a tone.
Okay.
That's so
Nathan, what do
stupid.
you
But
got?
it tastes like bubble gum.
Nathan, you go
What
ahead.
do you got, Nathan?
It's you get that pepper forward. When he said bubblegum, like I drink it, closed my eyes, and kind of chewed a little bit.
It's crazy.
There's some bubblegum there, and then the aftertaste has like a little bit of that burn.
Okay.
Ranking right now, this one is still my favorite, Eagle Rare, and then I'd probably put that one at third.
Okay. What about you, Nate? Alan?
Big fan
What
of
do
it,
you?
but it's there.
Booty bumper. What do you get?
Come on, Mr. Cuckles, we're waiting.
Mr. Bumper, let's go.
Cuckle Bumper! Cuckle Bumper! That's it is!
You might as well tell us because he's bad.
All right. So how they describe it is the nose being
Guess I don't
honey.
get to say what.
No, go ahead. Tell us.
I was waiting for everybody to stop talking.
Oh, we've had 7 bourbons.
History. Second time ever, a 16 seed just upset a 1 seed. Fairleigh Dickinson.
Well, they went the way. They won.
Huh? Fairleigh Dickinson beat Purdue.
Fuck. But everybody said Purdue was right on the
Yeah.
Yes, but not in round 1.
That's like that Michael Jordan sport, right?
Shut up, dude.
Never heard of What's an orange?
He's selling the Hornets.
No, but I
Yeah.
don't care.
Anyway.
Yeah, just think.
All right, go ahead. Alan.
Cuckle Bumper, what do you drink?
Anybody that's watched the show
Something
knows
or
that
just
my
a couple?
palate is not great.
It is pristine.
But I, like the first sip that I took, I could pick up the pepper right
Yep,
away.
okay.
But I also like cigars that have
Right,
pepper,
so you're used
so
to
I'm used to
tasting it.
that.
Yep.
So that's probably why. I do. After you said the orange peel, I took another drink and kind of really paid
Isn't it
attention.
funny how people say stuff and you're like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
but I didn't get that at first. All I really got at first was pepper.
Yep.
And I definitely didn't taste bubblegum
Yeah.
every single time
I don't
that
think
I
of
tried it.
bubblegum, I don't.
But I did pick up a slight hint of citrus in it.
Yep.
But mostly pepper. And I
Right.
really did
But
like
the
it.
beauty of bourbon is that everybody, you're not wrong about it tasting like bubblegum. That's your palate.
Yeah.
Everybody-
He's just wrong about his
Yeah.
rankings.
The only thing I think they're wrong on, and they should be anyway, is when they say it tastes like Leather.
Yeah.
Because I'm always like, don't say
Wait, when he says
I've had some bourbon that tastes like leather, though.
No, I gotta be real clear.
Tastes like I'm taking
Hold on, Michael.
bite out of a cow's
Hold
ass,
on.
you know? Like,
When he says they,
How
he
many
means
cow
how
asses?
they, like, the label describes it.
Yes.
I've never described it that
Right,
way.
but
you
no-
looked at me like that.
There's people that will. Like,
Cigars and
Leather is the tone people describe.
So I looked it up and I purposely wrote what they said, right?
So what do they got?
So nose, honey and warm brown sugar,
I didn't get
didn't
any
get
of that.
any of that.
cedar,
you know, I taste more cold brown sugar.
cedar, orange peel,
Oh, there you go.
There's honey
and tobacco flour,
I can see that.
spices of ground ginger and white pepper.
They're making shit
So
up.
yeah, there's the white.
That's
pepper.
the bubble gum. No, that's bubble gum.
There might have been
The ginger
tobacco
bubble,
something
okay?
there.
Yeah, there
I
is.
So
Hold on, let's talk about the palate.
The palate's wrong.
Palate. Caramel balanced with spicy wood tannins, notes of baking chocolate, cigar leaf, nougat, and cinnamon.
None of
made
that.
that up.
None of that.
That's what. That's if you buy Bubble Bubble. That's what
As long as smooth, the cinnamon lingers with dark chocolate. Oak
There is a
flavors,
cigar
and
after
maple
taste
syrup.
to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You know where it is.
Oh, do we have a wee little girl
We have-
here?
I had to piss before this.
I can tell you're both.
I win. I didn't break them.
You know what? Fuck it.
Let's go.
Everybody's
Someone's gonna do laundry later.
clean up our own. I will shave a person's bladder and kidneys. I will.
Dustin, what is that puddle?
I spilled my bourbon. Already.
He's gonna be yelling at Allie later. Allie,
you gotta lick it up.
So, real quick, voice of reason.
Well,
How many bourbons do we have left here?
Hold on. We got 1,
Yeah, that's.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, start pouring the one you said one on,
Oh yeah.
and let's keep this train moving.
Why are you
Oh,
such
he's
a
the one
hurry,
for
man?
reason.
I'm not in a hurry, I'm just keeping the train going.
Hold on, wait,
So,
you can't do that one yet.
Like-
I don't. We need to talk about that one. That
The more
one's,
this
that one's
dilutes,
way
the
different.
better it tastes.
Okay.
I'll pour that, but then we'll
next,
talk about that.
I've
yeah.
never had one that I've thought, oh my god, that's bubblegum. And that's
So
bubblegum.
no topics tonight, apparently.
Yeah, we're not.
We don't have time for that.
Yeah, this is this is our topics one.
No, Dustin said, "Hey, well, let's get poker going after we get to the end of this."
shit.
I'll take your money,
So-
I'm not afraid.
I realized that if I had lit up this cigar, it was gonna go out. So I'm planning on just doing the
Yeah,
cigar
it's-
after this episode's done.
Steel cut oatmeal.
Yes,
I took a bite
exactly.
of it, yeah.
Unrelated. Steve hasn't been decided yet, but would you have someone that would go to the Shutdown concert if I couldn't?
Dude, I don't want to go by myself.
No,
Alan
I
will
have
go.
a ticket.
Alan will probably go, but he might not buy it from you.
So one thing, just kind of getting back
Okay.
with the alcohols.
This one.
So I do.
Wait.
I wouldn't call myself like a good woodworker. I do it as a
You have a
hobby.
practice.
I know,
House, you're gonna have some jobs.
Nate,
I know. I need to do more.
Nathan's worked his wood on me pretty good.
But I will say, being someone that has worked with different woods, when I drink different bourbons and like they say oaky or they say cherry or cedar, like the cedar especially, I built things with cedar and I built things with cedar and I know that smell and like I can taste that through when I'm doing it. And so
what's the
for me,
wood?
like I don't work with oak a lot. And oak, it's the oak furniture and stuff. Like it's a very sturdy, like robust. And so when I'm doing those kinds of bourbons, it's
We have a new baby blender.
Holy crap! I didn't know anyone was smaller than Chris's.
I told you before I did this. There was no warning on this show.
You have to hurry because it's cold.
Slide over the chair.
Holy crap!
Yeah, I'm athletic. It's fine.
Raise the table.
Yeah, have you ever seen a non-athlete play?
Yeah, that's Shout
Shout out to Carol.
I definitely think I might go play that. I've been watching with a partner like Chris that can run around.
Well,
No, you gotta run around for me.
I need you to crank that up. He just opened the door for way too long.
It'll warm back up.
It won't.
Okay. Alright.
So Nathan was bringing up some wood. Nathan is a
Amateur. So
Nathan knows all about wood.
Yes,
I was just saying.
Don't drink the shit. Just smell it.
When you said like cedar for that other one, like I've worked at cedar before. I can see that, and then the oaky ones, like I can tell when it's kind of oaky. I would be curious. I've not heard of like a walnut barrel or something like that as well. I'd be curious.
I knew it.
I'd be curious if they do any bourbons like that. But I think that might be why I really like the oak forward ones is just from wood. Doing work like with the actual wood and just like liking that smell when I'm cutting wood and sanding wood and that kind of stuff.
I'm not really like, I don't really do woodworking, so that makes me not like the oak forward.
I mean,
No, I'm like your Woodford Reserve, I don't mind it, but it's definitely not one of my favorites.
This is very different.
Okay, so you already tried it. I wanted everybody to kind of.
Last time me and Nathan.
So let's talk about it before we really get into it.
It does
Well,
smell.
I was kind of waiting for him.
It does smell like oatmeal. Oatmeal. I haven't tasted it yet.
So we can't wait for him fully because
we're baby's later.
But so this whiskey here is from Black Fork Farms Distillery out of South Dakota. We picked it up in Deadwood, South Dakota when we were there. This one is their Native Grain series, so they have a few different ones, but this is their Farm Boy Oat Bourbon.
So is this a true farm to grain bourbon?
Yes.
Okay.
And it's made with heavy yellow Dakota oats, so they source them right from the Dakotas. It's 93 proof, and you will find both on the nose and in the mouth, it is so different than most bourbon whiskeys.
It's totally different.
It's you smell the oats, you can taste the oat. It's like oatmeal. I mean, it really is, very.
Yeah.
And I sometimes
oatmeal with some brown sugar.
Yeah, and I'm just like sometimes I'm just like I just want something different. And this is such a different flavor
like
than
my
most
favorite
whiskeys.
oatmeal.
Yeah.
This is
maple and brown sugar.
This is so good.
It is very good.
Now I don't want it all the time. I don't want it all the time. But for a change of pace.
To your left.
To your left. Yeah.
Your left. Keep going. You got it.
Yeah. Left.
No! Yes!
He's not wrong.
Not a straining.
Can you
Now Chris is going. He has to go.
I'm freezing.
Can you text Julie that bring the porta potty? It's just my arms. So
we gotta put a bucket in the corner.
Oh, man, embrace the table again. Let's get this
Something I heard. Chris run. They're just like, yeah, someone could run like Chris on the pickleball.
Oh yeah, pickleball.
Okay, everything is in relation. I'm relating it to me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The about 3 foot spot on the court I'm gonna cover, and whatever my arms reach.
You got
everything
6
else
feet.
is him.
No, you got 6 feet.
Yeah, you
That's
got.
why I said the 3 foot plus what I can reach.
So I'm gonna
I can move to the side about 3 foot. And then I got my arm reach. So whatever else is up to him.
Hold on, I'll throw this out there. Dustin can back me up. If Roy will cover 6 feet up
I can do
and to
that.
both sides,
Yeah, I can do that.
It'll be fine.
I can handle the rest of it.
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
He might like it better too.
If it's over 6 feet, let that shit go.
Chris, I'm gonna try pickleball. Man.
Let's do it.
I'm gonna hit you up. Yeah,
Let's
no.
go.
I'm gonna grab your number and I wanna try it.
Yeah,
Me
I
and
do.
Chris against any of you two.
Yeah.
Because I like tennis. I play tennis occasionally, and so pickleball is something I do interested in. But I don't know how to get started on it.
Oh, well, we'll
You
teach
show
you.
up.
But I especially like people who come from a tennis background.
Yeah, I'm
You
sure.
want to hit the shit out of the ball. And that's it.
But I'm also a ping pong guy.
Okay,
So I'm a
let's
little
do it.
balanced.
Let's do it.
See what I'm
Do it.
saying?
Yep.
Come on. Let's go. You'll love it.
So
You'll
we're
be addicted.
I'm gonna have the
waiting
videos
till
up tomorrow of
Yeah.
my team hopefully playing his team.
No, I've seen your videos on Facebook.
Yeah,
of you
but me
playing
and Jeff
pickleball.
were beating you in
Boy,
air.
there's plenty of indoor,
You think
Yeah.
that Aaron's improved?
No, Aaron has improved.
so you don't
but
have
you
to wait
and-
till summer.
You and me know. Me and
No,
Jeff
you
beat
don't.
you and Aaron.
No, I'm just
It's
saying.
an 11-9 game, but
No,
we're
this
losing.
one's
listen, if
good.
I trust my partner and I'm not looking over at them,
Oh, the problem is trusting Aaron on a couple of my shots.
I still do.
You guys have any more cigars right here?
I'm still on camera. I can't say anything else about anything else.
I would play with Aaron anytime, honestly.
I love Aaron.
Well, Roy, I do agree with you on that bourbon.
Well, yeah, if you guys have been in the
We can
brewery
go off
below
camera.
7.0, you would totally take that.
Don't worry about that.
Neither one of us.
next time.
Aaron's up to 315. I'm set on that one.
So, Roy, I do agree. I wouldn't. This isn't my favorite. I like
It's a
it.
change of pace.
Exactly. Change of pace is the
Yeah,
perfect
we
way
taste
to
it.
describe
Yeah,
that.
that's how I use it, to be honest.
Hey, Roy, what bourbon pairs with this?
Nothing.
What is that?
KFC
Hey, what am I
Swamp
drinking?
Yeah, we.
Swamp Thing.
Anything blunt.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see.
Show me the bottle.
I was.
Oh, you were out.
Yeah, he was out.
I was peeing.
Okay,
This
so
guy.
here, let me
Everyone
read
does it. Everyone does it. I promise.
Hold on, I'll reread it to you.
It's like oatmeal.
Okay, so it's black. Hold on. It's Black Fork
Totally.
Farm Distillery out of South Dakota. We've got these in
Everybody
Denver
does
there.
it. I promise.
I don't pee.
Bought this in Deadwood?
Dustin! I don't pee,
We've
Dustin.
tried all of them.
Don't put that on me. I don't pee.
What is your dude?
Guys,
Please put that evil on me if you like.
He's explaining to Dustin we need
I'm
to
sorry.
Alright, humans pee, okay?
Alright.
Listen.
so this is
Point
part of the
game.
Native Grain Series. It's called Farm Boy Oat Bourbon, 93 proof. It's made actually with heavy yellow Dakota oats. So they source all the oats from the Dakotas, make it there, and
Is that what Dakota
it's
oats
very
mean?
different. It definitely is oatmeal. I
Yeah,
mean,
so
very different.
it's unlike anything I've ever had,
Yeah.
Correct.
but it's not bad.
Well,
Exactly,
I don't wonder all
yeah.
the time. I use it as a change of pace, and it's.
Like I don't know if I've had oat like that heavy of an oat in a bourbon. Like
I like
I have never had it until I
they
tried
still
it.
call it bourbon even though it's South Dakota, just so people know.
Here, you get
90-10.
this.
I love it. I liked that one.
Don't make me rank you on TV.
Do it. Ball tap.
Good luck.
Good luck finding it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what kind of aim that takes?
Yeah,
I can find his balls, just not.
I'm trying to hit them multiple times. I have a bounty on this man. I'll give them $5.
So what do you guys think?
I'm the only one
You've had it.
that's
You've had it. Well,
First of all,
Let's go, there you go.
First of all, for a small distiller,
Only
for a true grindy glass distiller, this is fantastic. I mean, honestly,
It was probably.
But it's unlike anything
I want to say it's probably around
It's
$60.
unique.
I got
$60 price.
Yes.
I got something. So I really want to try this.
more of it.
I really want to try this as an old fashioned with a maple syrup instead of simple.
Oh, maple oat combo
Yes.
would be so
100%.
good.
That would be phenomenal.
So wait a minute.
Or even a brown sugar.
Wait.
Brown sugar.
Wait.
Oatmeal.
Wait.
That's oatmeal. on
Time
Sundays.
out.
You know, shut up.
I want the mic. Nathan, I have brown
Let's take
sugar bitters inside.
Now,
I'm sorry, you said maple.
No,
I have maple bitters.
Brown
inside.
sugar would be good too.
But I have maple bitters inside.
But okay, no, listen.
add that to the brown
No,
sugar.
actually, so you use your brown sugar as your sweetener.
Yep.
And
Use
make
your
all that
maple as your bitters.
explosive.
Yeah, that's your old fashioned. Boom.
Yes.
That'd be a
Yes.
breakfast old fashioned. I would drink that.
I don't like the slobber, but
No,
Yeah, I didn't worry.
I get
Oh,
it.
wait, hold on.
Saturday morning. Before we go,
That's all we got.
We're gonna make our infinity glass later.
We gotta make the infinity
This
glass.
does not go on the mine for the bottom.
So
I will say on that. I volunteer to sip
So
on it.
We're
Roy-
gonna hit the infinity.
Roy, is that the last one of your
We gotta do the
bottles?
infinity, but we gotta do it.
No, can you text
I would
Julie
try the
for an
shit out of
infinity glass?
Infinity glass. Literally like a
If
half
I
ounce
text
of
Lisa,
each.
I'm gonna get in trouble.
A quarter ounce of each bottle
We're on
would
the
still put
glasses.
us at like a glass.
Alright.
Yeah.
Quarter ounce of each bottle would put us at a full glass.
This is good. But
I like it.
I felt like I've had this before, and then he told
What?
me. Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, because-
to be fair, he bought this. when
Listen,
we were
buddy,
in
you've
Denver.
had Quaker before, of
No,
course.
he bought this when we were in
And so
Denver.
you may
Did
have
your
tried it, but I've
AirPod
never
just
tried anything
fall
like
out?
this.
It did, but I caught it because
I hadn't even
left-handed.
until I had it.
I
Alan,
don't remember
Alan.
trying that. Oh yes, I did.
Alan,
You were there.
When he's drunk, his left hand is.
My name is Steve.
I didn't know we were supposed to. We're supposed to have AirPods.
my AirPod fell out of my right ear,
I don't
and I
know.
caught it with my left hand. You tell Michael what that means.
He's drunk.
He's
Oh, that's
He's
Gen 1.
drunk.
Get out of here with
Yeah,
that.
I'm sorry, I'm pouring that Gen 1 Pro, sorry. I know,
And you were just
One day,
you spend all your money on.
Boy, are yours Gen 2?
criticizing.
Yeah! Gen 2!
I liked it.
One sec, I'm gonna turn my volume up.
And I
Turn my volume up.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, look at that. Steve!
Ellen, I have to tell you a story.
Alan, that hurt my ear. I'm going to turn the volume down one time.
Christine!
Oh, shit. It's not my phone now.
Hold on.
I'm going to get your wallet here. Oh, thank you.
Good morning.
At least if I had forgotten it, I would have had a notification that it was here.
Nathan, I need you to stop talking. Well, Roy poisons. Let me tell you a quick story.
Why he does what?
Poison.
Poison? Okay.
So, when we had our pickleball party for Christmas, Dustin and I may have drank way too much.
May have.
But we then went to league after that.
Thank you, baby.
Thank you.
Thank you again.
He owes you 2 of whatever it is. 2 of whatever
He owes
it
you
is.
the payment for all of us tonight.
Fix the door. Fix the door. So,
I don't know if she can handle
Hey,
2 of them
Alan.
in one night.
Alan. So we drank.
Chris.
We drank too much. And then we went to pickleball
Did
league
you call him
after
Alan?
that.
That's not his name.
So we went to league after that,
I don't
and
know.
he was playing with our
leave it,
friend.
it's
He's
good.
on his team
It's
with
good.
You're fine,
Bill,
Destin.
and I was on Eddie. But I played left-handed because I was super
Did you
drunk.
just say you were on
You
it?
gonna try it?
I was on Eddie.
With
It wouldn't be the first time. I went hiking.
So that was-
They
They
hiking. Leaves us something. He's a good-looking
from
man.
Alec Bradley,
Downtown Eddie Brown.
Wait.
Barbara
So I played left-handed.
Candela,
And we won every game.
Maduro Rapids.
Because that's how drunk I was.
The first one I had was actually
And it was
same
so
company.
bad.
The only difference is it has 3 wraps on it. They're really
Dude,
good
you can do some
cigars.
wicked shit with your left hand when you're drunk.
This is
Like,
phenomenal.
it was
So
dumb
this
how
is
good I
actually
played
made for
left-handed
steak,
drunk.
and it's a really
Dude, are you
reasonable
pedals?
cigar. And I always have my
It's kinda like, I'm not spinning it.
Anybody else need this? Everybody else got this?
No, it's a Cigar International.
Alright, last call.
Yeah, it's Cigar
I hit
International.
it hard,
That's who sells it.
and I hit it out.
That's what it is.
Oh, yeah, I know.
It's called
Everything
CI
else-
Legend.
I
It's
cannot-
like-
Oh, those are good.
I unload.
The dark ones are way better.
Even with the.
I'm just
have you
hitting
noticed
it all.
the increases in cigars?
Oh, absolutely,
Yeah. God, I hate
The
it.
dark
But
ones,
I would say those are between $5 and $6 a piece. I
the
think.
dark
now.
ones are way better.
I really like Monte.
He likes the
I really
the
like
wrapper.
Monte Crisco's. Like the
Oh,
whites.
okay.
Nathan, are you
And
just
they're like
getting to your
16
factory
now.
smoke? I
Yeah.
said.
Did you just call
So,
it
no.
Monte Cristo?
So, I knew that it was going to keep going out during the show, and I also knew with the
call
amount of
Monte
drinking
Cristo,
that
yes.
I was going to have to chill out, so I'm just going to enjoy it after the show.
Oh, okay.
So, but I do want it. I am going to smoke it.
Yeah.
What are we on now?
What's the over-under that he smoked?
I brought. So this is the Russell 10. The
This
Russell
is-
Reserve 10.
Are we finally to yours?
Well,
Yeah.
I left mine for the last because my last one is 120 cats.
So wait a minute. If
We're doing my last.
Okay.
Wait. So at this point, we are now moving up based on proof.
Yeah, these
This
are-
one, no, this one's comparable to the rest.
yeah, this one was
90 proof. Am I right?
Yeah, around 90.
It's right around 90. So
These,
What is this
these
one?
3 are the highest. So it's a
Yeah.
Russell Reserve.
this is Russell Reserve.
And Russell is the brand.
Russell's.
And yes,
Russell's.
it should be readily available on your shelf. It is hard to
smells
find
like
right
it.
now.
Who's the is that the distillery's Russell or who makes this?
No, Wild Turkey.
Yeah,
So this
Wild
is from
Turkey.
Wild Turkey. Okay,
Yes.
that's
And
It's named after, and I'm sorry, so sorry.
I can taste this stuff.
Eddie Russell
Stuffy.
and Jimmy Russell and his son Eddie Russell are the master distillers of
Ooh,
Wild
that
Turkey.
smells
Okay.
really good.
And they have made their own
You
Russell
don't think it
Reserve
smells
product,
good?
so it's their kind of name say
This is not my favorite
on
one
the
so far,
product,
but
but
it's
the
not
same
bad.
distillery.
But what's
Just
that
question.
smell
Since
like?
you
The
probably know,
smell is-
what are
I
the
think the
4
smell is
largest
The smell is
distillers
good,
that,
yeah.
that cover? Because I know
Jack's
before-
gotta be one of them.
Hold on, no, I'm not even talking Jack. I'm outside of Jack.
But it's gotta be one of the largest.
Why do we gotta hate on Jack?
No, I'm not.
I'm just saying,
I said largest.
because no one's putting that
So
in.
if you're talking the main distillers, you're talking Buffalo Trace, Wild Turkey, Heaven Hill, and
Ooh.
Heaven Hill is
There's Bourbon Row. If you take
Yeah.
a trip to Kentucky,
So-
you can do Bourbon
Yeah,
Row in
for-
a day, 2 days.
I would say
I'm down.
I want to go 10
Let's
yeah,
go.
I would say
Okay.
Brown Foreman. And
It's-
Brown Foreman
Oh,
is
oh, yeah.
Woodford and
They
Old
won't drink
Forester.
that.
Okay.
Um,
Forester I really enjoy. So.
yeah. So Brown.
Okay, so you
what
got
might
Wild
not-
Turkey.
What you might not know
I
is
want
that
to do that. That's
Old Forester and Woodford Reserve are the same exact mash bill.
Who's the Jim Beam one?
Jim Beam is that's Jim Beam.
That's your bean.
Jim Beam makes. So Jim Beam make other ones
Yeah, so
Beam.
Jim Beam makes Knob Creek, Booker's.
That's why I said Jim Beam's the big one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Old Granddad.
And I almost brought Knob Creek 12. I know they have their 18 too, but like
The
12
Knob
is,
18 is incredible.
and 12 is good.
12 is incredible.
I almost brought it. It's a half bottle. I'm like,
Jim Beam.
I wanted it. So my 3 I brought, I wanted to crack tonight.
Yeah,
I had 12. I was about halfway down. I'm like, I'll leave it.
Jim
I
Beam,
blew note that
you
I
like
broke
this one?
into, but it's like.
It's good.
Listen, we'll have a tasting another time. I have an 18.
Ooh. Well, yeah, we're gonna hang
I'm
out.
surprised.
We're gonna hang out.
No.
You're
I can
not
tell Chris is drunk. I'm not drunk. This.
Yeah, I think
I'm
so.
not drunk.
No, this is.
If you like this,
Yes.
you are drunk.
Exactly.
No. Okay, maybe this.
We like
No, we
it.
know. Trust us when we say
Yeah,
this.
I was gonna put this up against some of the rest too. This
No, I don't know this
Russell's
at all.
pen is like
I think it's good.
It's phenomenal.
I have to be done with
smooth. Like
this.
it's smoother than some of the stuff we've had, which I think plays into a lot.
And I am not drunk.
I'm a turkey fan.
later.
It is very smooth. I don't know enough about bourbon to be able to like articulate it very well, but there's different ingredients they use, and whatever one is forward in this one is the one that I don't like as much as the other one, if that makes any sense.
So turkey is so I can answer that.
Okay.
So wild turkey is
My head is
very
getting burnt.
rye spice forward.
You are not.
That makes perfect sense.
No way.
Yeah. So if you don't like that rye
It's
spice
right there.
to the bourbon,
And
then
it's like,
the
no, it's
wild
not.
turkey might not be for you.
It's not.
But
Yeah.
and honestly,
Oh,
the
no,
vodka tastes
it's
that
not.
you do too. Like this is probably 5 seconds in before you get that burn too.
It means that
Yeah, it's incredibly
It means it fell
smooth.
down back
It's
here.
good. I wouldn't put it in my top
probably got
3.
cobwebs
But
and shit.
it's no, I wouldn't put it in my top 3 tonight. But it's not in the bottom half.
Yeah.
I would say it's in my top 3 tonight.
Yeah.
It's literally right now. It's behind your
This point in time, yeah.
No,
I'm
it's
excited.
literally
So
on the back
the
of the
next 2 I brought too,
It's
like
there.
I haven't had it yet. I'll be honest.
Trust me.
I'm gonna be honest with you. The whiskey that I'm most excited to try is this.
Blue Run, yes.
We're not there
Wait a
yet.
minute, is that a whiskey or a bourbon?
It's a bourbon. It's a bourbon. But it's also whiskey.
Yeah, I know.
Every whiskey is a
That's
bourbon.
why I was
Wait, no, I said it wrong!
What? No, you didn't.
Every whiskey's not a bourbon.
But every bourbon has a whiskey.
Okay.
He's putting on a whole cow.
This is how I'm a bitch.
She's not even water.
I had to pee.
Okay, fine, you're both
Baby water over here.
I said, get my coat.
This guy needs to bottle that. You're too skinny.
I keep telling his guy thinks he's fucking Michael Jackson rocking stuff.
His wife grows chinchillas. I keep telling her I want a coat, but then they'll be endangered species.
It's my
There's no cows left.
They're extinct, but don't worry about that. I'm comfortable.
We should so get you a faux fur
She would
coat.
freak out now.
And then tell her it's chinchilla. Tell her, yeah, this is my new chinchilla coat.
It only took 1,000 chinchillas to make.
Then I won't be getting any more. Yay!
I'm gonna go up to your room with the chinchillas and be like, that one looking a little weak.
So I am right here.
Chinchilla.
So Dustin, what was the proof on the one that we just had?
Round 80.
100, right?
That was 100.
No, wait, no, 90. 90. Russell was 90.
Okay.
Oh, wait, real quick.
Are we still on Russell?
Yeah, we are still on it.
Alright,
I think mine is 91, 110. Right around there.
Shit's getting real the more that way we
We only
go.
have 3 left.
And so I brought the MSRP style too. Is about 35 to 40 on the Russell. If you know,
And you can get that regularly.
You should be able to. It's getting a little hard. Like they might get 4 bottles at the store and it'll go quick.
You couldn't say poor.
Well, that's fair, but
But so then the next one, what else?
Smoke wagon.
Yeah. So what was that? 55, 60.
It's 100 proof right here. Yeah, 50, I think it's 55 bucks.
MSRP.
So they don't actually sell this in Nebraska.
Las Vegas is where it's
But you
still.
can actually order this online. So like,
Yes.
if you go to like Sealbox or their website, you can order this
And they were
online.
straight cut.
So
Which is
that
supposed to
one-
be even better.
See, I've always been worried about that one because I think when I hear anything with the word smoke in it, I think about.
I think it's the
Peaty.
name alone. It doesn't-
It is, because I've already like.
It's not peaty, yeah.
Yeah, I think
not,
about
yeah.
that smoky peaty flavor from scotches, and I hate that.
Yeah.
So
I do like the bottle. That's a very beautiful
And
bottle.
so we go back to the whole, and I hope it's wrong. Prettier the bottle, worse the juice. But this, I think it's gonna be pretty good. Everything I've read, everything
No,
I've heard.
Smoke Wagon is fucking killer.
Yes.
So
Okay,
Smoke Wagon
who
is
is
another
doing the
NGP.
Find My iPhone
like
thing
it's
with their phone?
Chris, of course.
Chris!
Where's that at? No, that's his.
Oh,
No, it's coming from over there.
it's not though.
Here, it's right
They're
there.
top. It's there.
How did it get way over there?
I don't know.
No,
what
wait,
it
that's
is.
not it.
That's not
right
it.
here. What's right
You hit it again.
That's his phone.
That's mine. Hit it again.
It's like right by you.
No, it's over there.
No, it's over
No,
there.
it's over here.
It's right in
General.
It's
Under the go.
It's under the
You're
cow.
cold as fuck.
You're sitting on it, dude!
Wow!
No, not there.
He needs the knee.
Is it right here?
Did you just give 2 and stink? I think.
Four and stink.
I guarantee you played some before we wanted to eat it.
And all he did was enjoy it.
Real quick. Did you know with the Apple Watch, if you push and hold on the Find My
It
Phone
doesn't
thing,
work.
it'll do the light too?
It doesn't.
It doesn't?
It doesn't.
No, Nathan, do it.
It doesn't. It doesn't on mine.
There it is! Yours is pro. Well, that's because you got like a poor phone.
Yeah, you got
Is that a 14?
No.
Exactly!
No.
14 Pro, biatch!
Exactly.
I'm really getting here.
Exactly.
Smoke weapon.
Real quick.
Chris.
Do you have an Android or an iPhone?
iPhone.
Okay, thank goodness.
Yeah,
Well, I thought we were going to have to kick you out here.
Stop.
So
Tell us
what's
about
Smoke
this.
Wagon too? I think this is. It builds more than the other bourbons we've had tonight, right?
Yeah.
You probably have a good
Now it
5
does.
seconds before you hit that burn.
Did you all see how fast I obeyed when he told me to stop?
Yes.
It's that slavery ancestry.
Hey, I want to show you
It's
something.
I just thought it's because you're married.
The proof.
Nathan.
Right?
Fuck you.
So the proof shows you the burn won't be there. You're gonna have burn with proof. It's just how it is. But it's
What
good.
proof is also?
This is
100.
100. Yeah,
Okay.
straight up.
Oh, this is a new one.
This is
Yeah.
actually pretty good.
And this is about 100 proof, but you have
100
5.
proof. It's called Honest Bourbon.
There it is.
Okay. All right.
And you have about 5 to 6 seconds before it
Yeah.
hits, right? You get to sweeten it.
I don't like honest bourbon. I prefer mine to light and
So Chris is the big
Yeah.
yeah. for this tonight.
You drink enough to enough. Yeah, it'll start lying.
Have you had
But
the
she looks good.
Yes.
Is it better? Like, is it?
The unfiltered, uncut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's really good.
I enjoy this.
This is good.
I like
This
it.
is good.
It's not that much of a bite.
So
Very subtle bite.
You will not find this in a store in Nebraska. They do not distribute to Nebraska.
Really?
Yes.
You
will
order
not-
online?
This was Colorado. I went out there
But
with
can
my
you
wife.
order online?
Yes, you
retail?
can.
Yes,
At
yes,
retail
yes.
prices?
At retail, you can even order
Okay.
it direct from the distillery.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is
So
a
it's
question
a
for the
bit-
whiskey experts. So Clyde Mays,
X-Squirt.
when I drink that, it goes down very
Is it the
smooth.
green apple?
Is that a
The
woman
green
that
apple
can't
one, yeah.
see
Okay,
anything?
go ahead.
This one, when I drink it, it's like I taste it everywhere in my mouth.
But
And
you-
that's the difference.
But you don't taste the burn until, what, 5 seconds in, right?
Well, yeah, there's a little bit of a burn
So
going on.
after, though.
So what that
Taste
is?
it everywhere.
What that is? What you're describing is something called the viscousness of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like
Wow.
when you describe a bourbon as viscous or oily or thick,
It
Chris never
means
gets
it-
to
it means
taste
it
that.
really-
What's it called?
it really like you could feel it in your mouth.
Yeah.
She's like,
everywhere
go deeper. He's like, I'm
in your
deep as I
fruit.
can
So
be.
like
What's
So Mike's saying you really.
Huh?
What's the
85.
85, and that's
So-
100.
Yeah, you're talking 15% more. It's,
So-
that's gonna hit you too.
Roy.
The burn
So-
will hit you.
Yeah, but we've had some other ones that are lower 90s that still felt
It's
more.
my belt.
That's 3 times!
I checked his pizza.
I'm gonna do some tonight, some tomorrow morning. Can you handle it? I can. She can. She will die.
Whoa!
She will. She'll stop breathing. She will stop breathing. Tell the truth.
Thank you.
Did he do 3 times tonight?
Actually, give me one.
Did he do 3 times tonight?
No, I can't do some.
Yeah, we're getting into the higher proof stuff. So.
My tongue never.
Can he make it?
I was like
texted Lisa.
See?
Delete again.
Yeah, I was just like, my wife's done it twice. You text your wife, and you see, my wife still came dead because she just wanted to add another one to her list.
Yep.
His wife's like, I'm not putting any on his list.
Lisa wants to go to bed.
Lisa's like, I got a battery powered tool. It was supposed to be 8, but it was a replacement.
I don't have to deal with it.
Wow.
My birthday and maybe Christmas Eve? Who knows? It's like 20.
We might need to cut that out.
No, we're not.
We're on all bets are off in Babylon.
If you keep watching, that's on you. That's what we say. If you keep watching, that's on you.
I don't know what this came out of.
You gotta flip it. You gotta flip the lid up.
I see it. Ralph need a cutter, apparently, guys.
Well, I got that.
Damn.
This guy, come on.
So we got
Right here, Tom, smoke cigars.
I have one.
Let's rally and finish this. 2 more. We got this, everybody.
Nathan's apparently
Nathan has a hot date.
I guess.
I don't have a date. I have nothing. We're so close. It's like you're edging me. Come on, let's go.
Wow. So the flippers are doing a good job.
That's still. I feel like that's
no,
one.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of this. Hang on.
This is the blue run. I'm excited.
No, hold on. Let's all just smell right now.
So,
Anybody?
correct me if I'm
They
wrong,
need it
you
down
like
here.
2,500 bottles?
What's the proof on this one?
So there's 2,500 bottles in this.
I didn't get it.
Yeah, so
500.
Blue run is a real, and
Let me see the bottom.
you could tell. I don't want to be.
No, go for it. I'm
Okay,
smoking.
so Blue Run is a relatively new distillery.
Blue
and
Run.
so
12 years?
So that's the
that was not 12 years. So
No, this isn't.
this is their own distillate. So Blue Run contract distilled this whiskey with a distillery called Castle and Key Distillery. Okay, so they
I'm calling.
Castle and Key Distillery was essentially the old site of like E.H. Taylor and a bunch of these other legendary sites.
Go back to Blade and Bow. They do a key too.
Yes, they do a key
Oh,
too.
this is interesting. Okay.
And so Blue Run contract distilled this
Yes.
with the new Castle and Key Distillery. This is their own distillate.
No, this
And
doesn't smell.
Yeah, it does.
No,
This does not
okay.
smell.
So
What's that
this is
smell?
from Georgetown, Kentucky.
Wait, does Chris not like it so far?
No, he smelled it.
That means it's good. I'm excited. I'm excited. Let's go.
He smelled this before the damn show and he didn't smell it.
Motherfucker, shut up.
Yes, sir.
yes, sir. Because we said,
Yes, Master.
Oh, man, back to the good old days.
Alabama style, right?
Apples! Give me green apples!
Alright.
This one is
a white man.
65% corn,
Yes.
30% rye, and 5% malted barley.
If you smell shit, you're a liar. I don't fucking care right now.
It's hand bottled in Bardstown, Kentucky by Blue
Very
Run
subtle
Spirit
smell.
LLC.
No, compared to anything else we've had tonight, if you smell something, you're
It is
wrong.
a very subtle smell.
You're
So
right.
So I can't pick any particular note out.
I
Yes.
can't either.
Thank you, Roy.
I cannot either, but I normally
It
can't.
just
so.
is you just smell whiskey. I mean, that's really what you smell.
And
So I think it's because we're drunk as fuck.
No.
We've done this before the show.
Wait, time out.
I am not drunk.
I'm not
sorry.
Hey,
Yeah.
someone said time out. Follow the time out rules.
I'm the host. Time out.
Okay.
Dustin.
I'm the fucking
Yes.
producer.
So, before the show,
Yeah, but you never do your
when
job.
I cracked this bottle,
I do when I get
host
paid.
smelled the bottle and had no notes
We did
that
have to
he,
cut your pay during COVID, so I get
that
it.
he smelled. So
Still
there
zero.
was nothing before the show, and right now,
Nothing.
12 bottles in,
No, it's,
I don't smell much. There's a little whiskey
It's
tone,
just
yes.
very
a
subtle
little bit,
smell.
but not much at all.
I said subtle. That's what subtle
No, we're at one,
Alan.
So
Alan, Booty Rubber.
Get this man a thesaurus.
Booty Rubber.
This doesn't drink like a 110.
Wait,
I already tasted it.
I
Check the bottle.
agree. It doesn't.
110.
It does
You don't smell it.
No, well,
I haven't tasted this yet, but
I tasted it, and it doesn't taste like a 110. It's
I haven't yet.
It's smooth.
I haven't yet.
All right, we've all been wrong. It's
I love it.
it's 111.
Oh,
So,
Oh, you were wrong.
yeah, we were wrong. It's 111.
What the fuck is wrong?
It's 111.
We were not wrong. You were wrong.
Oh my god.
Yes.
It's very smooth.
but seriously,
Did you
Dustin
finish
and I
already?
tried
That's your
this,
second?
and we smelled it only, and we were both like,
My
is our
man.
nose broken?
Alright.
Yes. Cheers.
Then why did you smell it?
To be honest,
No,
what's
no.
He didn't do it at
What's the
all.
retail?
Oh, right there he did. He's a
Yeah,
bitch.
I
Hey,
know.
Dustin, retail.
What's the retail on this?
Hang on. Let me calculate.
It's got to be like at least $80, right?
This is about 100.
About $100. Yeah, 80, 90, 100 bucks.
So
would not-
retail
I would not-
is about 100.
I would not
Not
spend
100.
But listen.
You don't like
but
it?
listen, I understand.
I like it.
Understand the reason why. It's
2,500 bottles.
the reason why the retail is high, and you're right, it's high. But they are a new distiller,
Okay.
and they contract distill this with Castle and Key Distillery, so they distill their own batches. So it is in very, very small batches. So the price point is because it's so limited. There's a little bit
Not
of
because of the flavor.
Okay,
but
well,
because of the rareness.
I buy stuff
Rarity.
because I like it, and I'm not paying $100 for
Well,
this.
I
by
could
any
tell
means.
you at
I'm not doing
110 proof, like if
No, I get
you
that.
wouldn't have told me,
I just
and I tasted, I would have told you you're fucking lying.
So
That it's
the-
111 proof.
the
Not a
dominant
big
the
fan.
dominant note on this to me is cinnamon. I get a huge cinnamon kick
I don't get that.
with
I
a
get
little
a
bit of
gross
brown
kick.
sugar.
It hits you quick. It does.
Yeah,
yeah,
Oh.
I don't know if this sounds weird, but like
it does.
when I taste it, it tastes spicy, but it doesn't go down spicy.
I respect that. There's
Yes.
not the burn, but it's spicy. Like
It's smooth.
on the tongue,
I agree with that.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I definitely get
Yeah.
the spices on the tongue, but I'm not a fan, to be honest.
Yeah, so
I think
I would
this-
never spend $100 on that bottle.
I think the spiciness is what I like, which is weird.
I'm gonna be honest. No, you can't listen.
Hey, Lisa needs you.
It's not flavored. It's not flavored. He don't want. But add about 16 ounces of honey. He'd burn her.
Yes.
So I agree
Some
with Roy.
grenadine.
I agree with Roy on the price.
I wouldn't spend
I wouldn't
$40
Have
on
my
this.
lighter back?
Yeah, I don't think it's twice as good as some of the other ones that we've tasted that have been
It's
about.
fair. I'm not gonna say I love this more than others.
Yeah.
It's great.
No.
Like I think it's a really good whiskey.
so
but
it-
for $100, probably not.
Yeah, 111 proof. It does not.
There you go.
I agree with that.
So I drink this up in Colorado, and
No.
so perspective,
You need to wear your O's.
when I went into the store, on each label they had the price and how many they had. Like one of 20, one of 4.
Yeah.
This was one of 1. They had one sitting on the shelf. I took it
So you
because I
bought
knew
it.
Blue Run was
Yeah.
hard to get.
I don't care.
It's
No.
25.
I do
Can I see
not
the
like
bottle
the
real
fact
quick?
that people price liquor on that. I get why they do it. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, it's like going else. So
But that's the retail. That is the
Yeah,
retail.
and circling back on retail alone, if you sell a shit ton of whatever it is, I don't care, you pick an alcohol, I sell 20,000 bottles of Jack Daniels a year, you're going to get allocated shit. They're going to give you stuff based on how much you sell of other
Absolutely.
stuff.
Yeah.
So, this store might sell a lot of something very low, but they get allocated stuff. And I took it.
Yeah,
and,
no.
and that's how it is
It
around
makes
here
sense.
too. Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
so Buffalo Trace is owned by an entity called Sazerac. Sazerac makes
Sazerac
Fireball.
rye too, by the way.
That's
Fireball.
what Sazerac.
Yeah, it makes they make Fireball.
You
and
don't like
fucking-
rye, but try it.
All that
Oh,
kind of
okay.
shit. So like
Yeah,
whoever,
okay, don't get me wrong. When I'm not like these other guys.
Yeah, I hate you. You're out. You're not him.
Yeah.
Trust me, I've had lots of them. I can tell you what I like and don't like.
whoever sells the most Fireball, whoever sells the most Wheatley vodka, whoever
We're
sells
not
the
the
most of
same.
that bullshit is the one that gets the
Which is so
allocated
fucking
bottles.
stupid. Yeah, someone buying
Yes.
and Fireball has a lawsuit right now that they had no alcohol in their mini shot.
No, that is not what the problem is.
What is it?
It's
Go
not
ahead.
whiskey.
The problem was that the small bottles, they had so many that they weren't actually whiskey. They're a malt beverage.
They didn't count as whiskey because there was no alcohol.
No, it has alcohol. It
Barely.
just doesn't have whiskey.
Barely.
It's a malt beverage, not
Yes.
whiskey, so it's basically a beer.
Yeah.
I do want to just throw.
To be fair.
Yes.
This doesn't have anything to do with the taste, but I really like the bottle.
It's a
Yeah,
beautiful
It's
bottle.
a gorgeous.
I feel like they could have done more with the bottle. I do love the metal
we on this
butterfly
one?
on it.
This is why I'm gonna keep bottles.
But I feel like I
Not that
think they could have
expensive,
done
I'm gonna keep it.
like
That's beautiful.
if they were
That's a
taking that
beautiful
bottle and on the back of it did the
Oh.
etching of a butterfly, kind of like
Zoom in.
Lemmy does.
This is like-
Would you stop?
What
I am about to knock your ass out.
Do it! Do it!
You fucking rub on me again. Yeah, you rubbing your face on my cock.
I'll give you $10.
Yeah, let's go. I know it.
He thought it was a compliment. That's a compliment.
What is going on?
That's what's going on.
Hey, Dexter, hey, don't come out. That thing was below
Whatever I ask her to do, she'll do.
Are we at a new bottle yet?
No.
Hey, cut!
Chris, stop touching Roy's dick. Okay, it's a beautiful bottle.
Wait, question.
Yes.
Is it only Chris that has to stop touching Rory's dick?
No, everybody else can touch.
New project, everyone. Damn gay.
So I guess the one thing I will say, just to wrap up with that one,
Biden becomes
I didn't know that this was high rye.
This is the thing.
I respected it.
My time.
He looks directly in the camera and says shit about Biden.
It's all good. I'm wearing rainbow underwear.
He's a pride follower.
I'm sorry. You
What he
go.
didn't tell you is it has a hole in the back
You go.
of it.
This is Biden's America.
Don't worry, I turned
I'm just
around.
saying.
Wait, before you go to, for the price point, I don't think this is as good as the others.
No.
What do you have?
Wait a minute.
He's on the old one.
Blue Run.
Okay.
What is this?
Start pouring this. That's
Chris
a lot.
hasn't closed
Stop
his
it,
rings,
stop
you
it.
motherfucker.
Am I right? Has
Closing
anyone
your rings today,
You
dude.
think the Blue Run for the
He's waiting for later for
I
this.
didn't have Blue Run.
Fair
No,
enough.
I don't
He
think-
leaves the watch on the whole time.
Yes, that's
You
the
really
blue
want to talk about rings?
Yeah.
50, 60, yeah.
Okay.
Listen.
But 100, no.
Yeah. It's
Oh.
like comfortable.
I'm not opposed.
It's a pretty bottle. It's respectable. It doesn't drink like 111. And I'm not a fan of rye. And I didn't realize it was rye, and I like this one. So it opens me up to rye a little bit.
this
I
is
give
a
it
rye?
some
Well, it's like
respect.
Angel and me rye.
So,
Yeah.
the
So
red
I'll be
how
honest.
many
If
calories
I hear
is it?
rye, it kind of has a bad taste in my mouth.
The green
Yeah.
Angel and me rye is probably like.
I mean,
I think I'd love that one in an old fashioned because I like rye old fashioned.
I wish everybody could turn up the volume just a smidge. That's excellent.
We're on our last bottle. Everybody, let's give it the respect. it deserves.
That's mine.
That's Roy.
He has to finish because he has to pour.
Are you on the old bottle?
Yeah, let's finish.
You're on the blue one.
Wait, we're on
That's the
Blue
last
Run.
bottle.
You are.
No, we finished
Look
with
at this
this
one.
I didn't.
This is the last one.
That's the last one.
Did I just get more Blue Run?
You did, yes.
Drink it up.
You really
I
like
did.
the blue run. I'll take a little bit.
All right.
More.
And the Blue Run burns, but it's good. I don't hate Blue Run. It's good, sort of.
Let me tell you about our last one.
Hey, don't be a cop. Drink it.
I think he's trying to take advantage of me.
Come on.
Hey, me and you, buddy, later on.
No,
Yeah, because
I slipped something in that
No,
drink.
I didn't.
Oh.
he's the one that
You gotta
will take
take
it.
it.
That was 2 bottles ago. Here you go. Good try. Yeah, make your own.
Chris loves being a catcher.
You know, I can tell that.
Everybody except for Roy.
So once again, this is another Black Fork Farm distillery out of South Dakota. Is their cask 120, of course, at 120 proof. It's 5-year.
You said it was 115 proof.
No, I did not.
Oh,
That
geez.
was
120
at 120.
120 proof, 5-year weeded bourbon. The nose says it's oaky, and the palate says slightly sweet. That's what you get.
I don't smell the oak.
I do.
Wait. No.
Smell it again. Wait. Clear your nose. There you go. Okay,
Kleenex me, baby. Kleenex. If you want to sponsor Bruce in the house.
Can we get Puffs Plus? That's my favorite. I don't want to be picky.
Only if it has lotion.
Listen,
I'll plus got the lotion.
I don't give a shit what tissue sponsors us.
I just blew on that.
I've had a bunch of oak before. No, it's not oak.
I just need to know.
I was like, yeah.
You need a couple.
I've been blowing out.
We need a couple more bottles.
Wait. To finish this bottle, okay, so.
Finish the bottle.
No.
Right here.
Okay, isn't that what we got?
Everybody volunteers in the shirt.
Nathan's got to talk.
Everybody quiet.
All right.
I want us each to taste it and say something about it down the line.
All right.
Like, let's just calm down.
Okay, go ahead and taste it.
Yes,
Go ahead.
Mike,
Nate.
compliment me.
Hold on.
Way to
No,
be
no.
the leader, Nate.
I don't smell the oak.
Way to be
pork.
the leader.
I know.
I don't either.
Do you? Oh.
It burns my
No, I
teeth.
smell
But I'm very bad with
Oh.
No, honestly, my nose don't work that well, so
I smell it.
I can't.
There's oak there, though.
Yeah, there's
To
oak
me,
there.
to me, there's oak. There's a little bit of brown sugar on the nose.
Okay.
Yeah,
I get it.
sure. If you say so.
But I want. Now, you guys are drinking it neat, but the guys that are drinking the rocks, tell me this is not smooth for 120.
For 120, yes.
Hold on, I didn't taste it.
Go for the rocks
Even for
first.
me, it's smooth.
Okay.
You and me are next.
Dustin, and then we're going down the line.
Oh, no.
Wait. Go. Do the rocks first.
Okay, Chris. Go.
Oh shit!
Okay, so
That's
spicy.
one-
No, get it.
Wait.
Drink it again.
Okay.
Chris
That's
is talking.
120,
Chris is
that is
talking.
smooth.
Chris is
On the rocks.
talking.
Feel it.
It's got a tiny burn.
Everybody, everybody.
I know.
So for 120,
I got one.
really low burn.
Yeah.
I got some oaks.
Oaks.
I'm not liking it.
You don't like those ones?
Not at all.
See,
You're kind of slurring your speech.
I feel.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll let him go and I'll go.
But let me go.
Okay.
So, yeah, there's nothing about this I like.
Oh my god. Can we just skip Chris?
Okay. So I actually feel like this is actually very flavorful.
I think so too.
No flavor.
I think for being especially 120 proof.
I'm not gonna
very
drink this whole
smooth.
pour though.
Um,
I will be drunk.
This is
I
another
know
one.
you are.
Actually, I tend to drink this at my house when I've had a little bit of a rougher day.
There's one tone I will say above all others. But I'll say
I
it after.
get.
Don't say it yet.
I won't, but I'm going to say it after. I want to hear if
I
the
get a
words come out.
I get a slight caramel. I get.
Better say it.
It's a hard Everclear.
What the fuck?
No,
not at all.
At least it needs you.
But honestly, I'm actually not very
It's
good.
that time of year.
I'm not
It's
very
that time of
good.
year.
I'm actually not very good at pulling out all those things where they say it's this nose and this.
Yeah,
stuff.
I
don't. I actually, how I do whiskey is actually very much like these guys, unfortunately. But I do like
But better.
whether I like it or not. I don't really pick it up, but I usually talk more about. I think it has a good flavor. Like there's enough flavor where I'm getting very good flavor
Yeah,
from it, but
we're gonna
it
do
doesn't
your-
have that strong
Well, that's
burn
like
like
city
what
glass,
you'd
so that's
expect
something.
with a harder, like a castrate.
Yeah.
It's like no, I don't get that.
I don't get that.
Oh, that's punishing you for drinking.
Yeah,
right.
You're right.
So that's what I say. Go ahead.
I've not drank this yet. This
Okay.
is true first sip. So
The worst.
Wait, what are we on even?
That's it. That's it.
That's not it.
That's
That's
what
blue.
we're on. Where
It's
are we
this
at?
one.
It's
It's
this-
the 120.
That one.
What are we at?
It's the same one. The
So
farm.
what are your
the
thoughts,
farms.
Nate?
Yeah. So you listened to that and I said earlier. Okay.
Yeah, the black fork. I heard all of that. Yeah, black fork.
As the black guy on the panel, what are your thoughts?
Alright, let me talk then.
watermelon.
Wait, I got black family. I'm good.
No, I'm more black than Nathan.
Oh, he's black. Negro, please!
Who do you call a Negro?
I just want to know if you get the watermelon and the chicken in it.
You will refer to me as Negro.
Okay.
Negro.
Say yes, sir. Thank you.
Watermelon and chicken.
I like the side.
He would put this to the top of the list.
It's cool. If you're racist and it's a joke, it's fine.
Maybe some purple drink.
What? Purple! Those are the three!
My initial reaction. This is not.
That's
This
purple.
doesn't taste
Is
like
it purple?
120. I'm getting pear. I don't know if that's.
Whoa!
Yeah, I like it.
Wow! No, you don't.
I like the pear. I like the pear.
There's one.
Honestly, he's not wrong. He's not wrong.
Thank you. Thank you.
Get
You guys make me
don't
feel
think
so bad.
I like the hair, dude.
Oh, wait, interruption. My time.
No, it's
I haven't finished.
Let me lay down on your pear. 1 second.
Sports related.
Pear.
Wait.
Like
After the Purdue upset, there is
You know what I mean?
zero perfect
You know what I mean?
brackets
That kind of
left.
pear. That's what
zero perfect.
okay.
No perfect brackets left. Go ahead.
Very immediate. The just immediate taste to me is pear. There's a little bit of pepper right after that, and then it goes down smooth, which is completely surprising for 100.
Oh, he's gonna spill that. Go
I
ahead.
still say after everything that we've drank, I would say
Drank it.
1, 2.
Which one? Which did you rate?
Are you still
One,
rank them?
2.
He wants to say his is 1 all the
So,
time. He's
I
like,
like Jefferson. I like Jefferson.
Wait, no. As corny as this, whatever Sunday
I like Jefferson. Go ahead.
Hey, he likes moving on up, alright?
But
What you talking about, Willis? What you talking about, Willis? I will give the oatmeal one number 3.
what?
After everything for tonight, it's different.
It's different.
It separates itself from everything.
First off, I can't complain because it was different. It was good.
That's the thing that you throw one of those and you're like, well,
No.
I feel like I need to move it up because it's way different, right?
Wait, did anyone else besides Nathan go with the Woodford Reserve? As
It's
number
not
one?
what we have. We don't have one anyways.
What Jefferson's, whatever.
No, Jefferson's probably in my top 3 though.
No,
because I like the camera.
No, but did anyone go with number
Go
one?
ahead.
No, I did
Hey,
not.
Number one on
Fuck is talking. Shut up.
Let's pass around the room what you thought your number 1 was.
Okay, well, hold on. Let's talk about this one and then say your number 1 for that. Go ahead, Alan.
The number one, because I can't rank them like you guys can. But my number one, actually, I believe was this one.
Let's go!
No.
It's not.
Because he wants
Listen,
Alan, I've lost so much respect. I'm sorry.
You have respect for me anyway.
Alright, but what do you think about this one?
I don't care about. This one is very good.
You like it?
It's not my number. Yeah.
in the top 3.
Chris, do you
Yes.
like any of these?
I'm cutting you here.
I don't like
On this last one.
You said this was 120, right? It does
Our
not.
guest Dustin has something to say. Dustin, go.
Dustin. Everybody has
No,
something
he
to
said
say.
that one.
I'm still on the
He
mic.
said top 3
Wait,
and
he
Bland's
said-
is number 1.
Yes.
That's fine. I want to be clear.
So well,
Bland's number 1.
no.
Hold on.
Wait.
This guy is a heavy pour.
Wait.
Holy shit!
Because Chris,
You did that.
Wait.
And I
I give you that. I give you that. He does not have a nice.
No, I gave him all.
yes, you do.
So one total. I did not.
Wait. Alan.
You're good at listening.
Alan, you had number 1 as Bland's.
Yep.
Yes.
And Nathan
But
had
what you
this.
got right now is the top 3.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead, Dustin.
All right. So Cuck is wrong on Blaine.
I am not wrong. Palates are different, bitch.
Cockles if you're referring to correctly.
Let's all
Cuckles.
everybody.
Mr. Cuckles Baby Bump. Mr. Cuckles Baby Bump.
Cuddle bumper.
Real quick.
Cuddle bumper. It is Mr. Cuddle's bumper.
Lives matter. Come on.
Cuddle's bumper is my name. Cuddle's bumper is my name.
Cuddles bumper.
Cuddle's bumper. Cuddle's bumper.
All right.
One minute statement. Just gonna throw something at you.
No. Cuddle's bumper.
Alan, please, one sec.
Alright.
Can we all just agree we're gonna have different opinions, but let's respect everybody's except for Chris's?
Alright, so for everyone's sanity,
Are you sure you're tweeting?
I don't have any.
there's a lot of syllables in that name. So Cook Bump. We got Mr. Cook Bump over there.
I'm okay with that.
No.
Mr. Cook Bump. Alright, anyways, my last bourbon here.
Alright.
We got one term I haven't heard from anyone. Black pepper out the fucking gate.
I did not get that.
What? Oh wait, sorry, black pepper here?
Yeah, I did not get that at all.
Out the gate!
No,
I didn't get it. No.
I didn't get that at all.
Oh, it was so hard.
I didn't, and I'll tell you what, Dustin, my cigars that I like are very heavy in black pepper. And I did not get that from that bourbon.
So it's alright, so that's the smoothest 120?
Yeah, that's
120 per bourbon.
right?
That doesn't hate you, that 120.
No, it does not.
That's good.
Yeah.
Best one I've had tonight. So, for value or for...
Nope.
Whatever your opinion is.
Favorite.
Yeah.
Number one favorite.
Frank's not an option.
And you can even say if two are tied. That's fine.
Well, I'm gonna say, so I'm gonna be the guy. The first one we had tonight, special reserve for $20. Best value you can have.
Weller?
Yes. Weller.
No, don't tell me for value.
Yeah.
Tell me your favorite of
food.
Regardless of value.
We have to all stop.
I gotta get down. Okay.
Let's say everybody has $10. Wait, we got a caller.
Wait, be quiet.
Yeah. We got recoloring.
Thanks for calling Booze Battle. This is Chris. What's up?
You're being way too loud.
Roy's dick times 3. You're gonna bring that in.
That was Lisa.
That was Lisa.
So I don't think she's
Yeah, you're getting Roy's dick.
Lisa's not getting Roy's dick at all.
But she can't handle Roy's dick because she's used to Chris.
Yeah.
What did they say?
You have to understand, I plow with a lot of force. Just saying.
And Roy's not Asian.
And Chris talks a lot, but I use my mouth for eating.
Eating what?
Everything.
I love fried chicken, but not when there's feathers on it.
I don't have to worry
So
about that.
I would say bang for your buck.
No.
Everybody
over $20.
Before you do that, before you do favorite for the value, just
Everything was your favorite.
just
Regardless of value. What was your favorite?
I'd probably say Russell Sten.
all right.
Like,
Okay, now for value.
Well, now for your value.
I mean, that's a fucking cheap bottle.
Don't forget about this. Value.
I don't know the equation. I'm not that smart.
All right, Chris.
Which
Can you do top 3, Dustin? You can do top 3, right?
So, Weller SR is better than I expected. Like, it's the value is there.
If you can find it. I mean, if you can find it.
Around here,
I'm not looking that hard.
I'm not looking.
I'm looking that hard.
So Blue Run's out of the running for $100. It was good.
Fuck that.
It was good, but for $100, fuck that.
It wasn't even
$40.
Isn't this one $100 too?
No,
it's
50.
The horse was.
I thought you said the
It's 50. If you can find it MSRP, it's 50.
Yeah.
So me and Mike
You're
are
not
talking
going
when the
to,
show
so.
ends, but I need an EH. I don't have one yet.
Yeah, you don't need that.
I need one.
No, you don't.
So talk to me. That's probably 2. For fucking $10, Mellow is way better than it should be.
Hold on. On Google, it comes up about $19.99. If it's let's use 1999.
Yeah, let's lose that.
Now,
Yeah.
now let's lose the 10.
Yeah.
Even though you can get cheaper.
But it was
99.
10.
So
I'm just saying, I bought
Cooper's Craft is $29 a bottle.
What is?
Cooper's Craft.
Oh, Cooper's
And that is way better than Mellow for
Is it?
$20.
I don't think I've ever had it.
We haven't had it, so I can't agree.
So I haven't had it. I guess you would need to bring it, Nathan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will bring it.
Now that I see you're buying
these two.
$80 bottles.
These
All right,
two.
Nathan.
I didn't buy it. My wife bought it for me because my
Bring it,
birthday.
Whatever.
Nathan,
If you're
top
taking $80 bottles of whiskey now,
Not
I
this one.
expect
What
you
are
to
the next
step up
two?
your game.
Right here. What are these two?
Yucky and yucky.
You have a new job.
I need a
I
top
do
three.
have a
know.
What is the oatmeal? What is the oatmeal?
I'm making $60,000 a
Who
year
wants
now.
the rest of this?
Shut up.
No,
fucker.
Probably wrong. So what are those two?
What are
Maybe 60 more. Maybe 60 more.
Dustin, I don't know what these two are. These two.
Which one are these two? Not the oatmeal.
Okay, so this is the cask,
Okay.
and that's the oatmeal. Oh,
Cask was damn good.
The
okay.
cask of this is.
Whoa. Yes. Let me try
Is the cask the 120?
Yeah.
It's pretty
I
good.
got my turn.
Right, that's
It's my turn.
That oatmeal will be fucking phenomenal with a maple.
Hell yeah!
And yes.
Finally, I agree with you.
I've done a little
It's
bit
my
of stuff
turn.
with it. I just haven't.
It's
said
my
it.
turn. The oatmeal was yummy. It was separate from everything.
Yes, it's different.
It is
completely
very different.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's my ringer. I try to bring in something extra.
The second one that Michael gave us, it was Buffalo Trace something.
Wait, Angel on me?
No, we don't.
That was Eagle Rare. Eagle Rare.
Eagle Rare.
Yes. Good
My
choice.
favorite. That's my
Good
favorite.
choice.
That's
Yeah.
your favorite?
That's my favorite.
Okay.
I can respect that.
And then
I can't.
And what, top three.
top three, so that one, and then Mellow Corn's in there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Top
Yeah,
three.
because it was better than most.
I
of the
think
last
Mellow
ones.
Corn's
Are you saying
probably
Mellow Corn
in my
pure or
top
Mellow Corn
three.
for value?
Mellow Corn's better than all the
No,
ones
not
that said
really.
oak forward. So I don't like anything oak. And then the first one you had.
Mellow Corn is not.
So the first one we
oak
had was
Weller.
actually the Weller.
This
Yes,
one, yeah.
that one. I like that.
Interesting.
Yeah,
That
Weller.
one and this one.
So
Those are my
Eagle Rare, Mellow Corn, and Weller.
three. Yeah, those are my three. I drink those
In that order, Trace
in ice
can.
anytime.
But he likes Buffalo Trace.
And I like
makes
Buffalo
sense.
Trace.
I don't completely disrespect that. I'll say that.
You can't because it's right.
Well,
I mean, it is your opinion.
It's not right. I just don't
It is your opinion.
I did not like any of the last three we had.
This is tough. This is some pretty
What?
tough for me. There's a lot of really good.
I already know mine.
Nothing was
My top
nothing was
three is
undrinkable.
this.
I think I'm gonna have to go top three, and I don't
In that
know.
order.
No,
In that order.
Michael,
You have to at least give us the one.
orange fire.
You can do the
You
two
want
and
some-
three in
no.
no particular order, but give us your number one.
Okay, I would probably.
I had mine right here, bitch. You're a bitch too. You should.
Eagle Rare and the Wild Turkey.
Which one's Eagle Rare?
Whoops.
That
The
one.
one with the
yes,
Eagle
yeah.
Wild
I agree.
Turkey.
The Wild Turkey's in your top three.
Oh,
I like it.
That surprises me
Yes.
for you.
Well, that one's pretty good. Those two are probably my
You need
very back and forth top one. I like the Jeffersons. Next, probably. After that,
Mellow Corn.
no, probably the Uncle Nero's, Clyde May, Mellow
Boo.
Corn, Cask. I'm leaving oat out of it. Probably E.H. Taylor's my lowest one.
Yeah.
What is it?
That's for you.
Weller's probably the next
This is the
lowest
last
one,
one
to
we
be
have.
honest.
Yeah. Okay.
Probably fair.
And then
I'm just done. I don't want to be too drunk.
I don't know the Cask.
I'm not drunk at all.
Like I said, I leave
Yeah,
the
you're
oat one out of
sober
it
and
just
you're-
because it's
You're
not
really
good
sober.
regular. Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
much.
So
It's almost like having
Indigestion.
screwballs. You
Yeah,
can't
you're-
screwball.
yeah.
So yeah, we can all talk about that, but the oat does not. I know.
First of all, we're all
So
completely sober.
Roy, what was your one and two?
I am.
Is Eagle Rare and what?
well, one and 1.1 was
Fuck me.
Wild Turkey
I can't-
and Eagle
Okay.
Rare.
All right, Michael, your turn.
All right, here we go.
Number one.
All right. So my
Your-
number one
your
is
turn.
my number one is the E.H. Taylor.
The
That's
what?
my favorite.
I heard if you
E.H.
get
Taylor.
scared, it
Alex?
helps to look at Chris.
So my number two might surprise you a little bit.
Okay,
What's
number
your
two.
number two?
Number two is
the oat.
Nope.
Oh.
It's the cask right here.
Okay.
That
This
was
cask
good.
strength right
It
here.
was good.
Honestly, this was the most.
Is that the
surprising-
120?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is the most. So I'm a very much a cask strength connoisseur.
Yeah.
The proof might have.
I can't stop thinking of it. I'm drawing close to that, but fucking infinity is going on right now.
So this.
Fuck you,
The 120 right here. This
That was good.
This right
I
here.
just didn't want to finish that much.
And just for everybody listening, this is the first time I've ever had this. This was fantastic.
That was in Deadwood.
This was the Blackford Farms.
Yeah, that's a Deadwood one, man.
This
Good.
was truly fantastic.
Yeah.
So this is my second,
right now.
and then my third.
Jack Daniels.
No, my third was this smoke wagon right here.
Oh yeah.
This smoke wagon. That's
Yeah,
what
that was
So
not bad.
I would be curious. Everybody's worst. You should know it pretty right away. Mine, I will say mine right up front. It's the EH.
Yep, mine too.
I don't. Oh.
We got 3 for EH.
Don't let that fall.
The one with the horse on top
There we
was
go.
the worst one that was on the table.
No, it wasn't.
Play it.
No. That was my
I
number
don't know what
one.
brand it was, but the horse was the worst.
That
one.
was my number one.
So my
You and I are way apart.
We are very different.
If we're judging the, so let me.
I'm cool and you're not.
And I'm being completely honest here. I did not have a bad whiskey tonight. I did not have
I didn't
not
have anything bad.
a single.
I'd agree with that. Yeah, nothing was bad.
A single one of these whiskeys were not bad.
And I thought my word should be mellow yellow, and it was not.
The
When
worst.
I came in,
You would get
Yeah.
that horse popper one
The
before you
worst-
got mellow.
the
no,
worst-
I thought when I came in, I would be
thought.
like,
The
mellow
worst
yellow.
whiskey-
But after you drank them,
Was it because of the yellow Swiss top?
But yes,
The worst.
I don't know yet. But
The
it was
worst-
not mellow yellow.
The worst whiskey I had
So
tonight was this
good.
Weller Special Reserve right here.
I
That was if I had to rank one the last, it'd be this Weller.
If I had
No.
That's that to me. Yes.
But
But it was still good. It's still good.
my last would have been the wild turkey.
Okay.
What about you,
This one?
Dustin?
Yeah.
What?
What's your lowest, Dustin?
I don't know. Hang on. It's not fucking that though.
That would be my worst. All of them were decent.
Roy, what's your lowest?
The Taylor.
Which one's
Taylor.
Chris, what's your
the horse
lowest?
on top?
This is the Taylor.
Okay, Dustin, it's just you at this point. We got Weller, EH, and Horse.
Probably Lands. Yeah.
The horse?
Lands, yeah,
Horse?
All right.
There you go.
Yeah,
First.
okay.
There you go.
My number one.
All right, TikTok. We are live.
You
with the
show 'em that
Infinity
shit.
Glass. Look at this shit.
Oh my
Is this all
lord.
14?
It's all.
Yeah, you're right.
my
No, I'm not.
I tried it. Oh, he's gonna drink it all? Just let everybody else taste it and you drink the rest.
Chug it. Hold on, let me text somebody.
He's getting nice.
Somebody's gonna call in drink.
It's not terrible, actually.
Somebody's gonna call in
It's
booze.
gross, but it's not terrible.
It's gross, but it's
So
not
we are
terrible.
passing.
We're definitely.
We're gonna taste it, yeah.
It's pretty
It
good.
has to be drank before we leave.
It's alcoholic, so COVID is
That's
out
what
of the
put it
books.
in their hand.
Yep.
COVID's out.
I'll wear a mask when I drink it.
Pass it that way. This way.
Yeah.
No,
No.
that way.
Oh, dude, you spilled it.
Last one with it has to finish it.
You didn't seem to like it.
Yeah, that's.
I'm fine with that.
No.
I got it.
Roy hasn't tried it.
I love you.
It's the last.
You're
I
my
had to drink some down.
you're my
before
favorite
4 minutes.
producer we've ever had, Alan.
He's not
I've
wrong.
had more than
Alex, you are the best producer we've ever had.
Cock and drink.
Fucking drink.
Dustin
It's not
is
bad.
one
It's got a bite to it.
We just need this woman here so you can be a real cook.
But what?
Will Allie come on the show?
She would not.
He didn't even think
Would
about
Amber?
No.
it. She'd have to move.
No, Amber would come on the show.
No, she'd have to show
She'd
up.
have to
She
move.
would if she knew she was getting.
That's actually not bad. That's it's way too
I did
much of
not
a glass,
say that.
but it's not bad.
I can't disagree with
I
that.
knew you'd say
I
that.
can't disagree.
I knew you'd say that.
It's not matter. I can't do
Alright, Michael,
Did you get the?
no, you have to take a bigger drink. You're a whiskey
What did you
drinker.
think?
There you go.
It's not bad. I mean, I'm
No, we
drunk,
keep
but it's
passing
not bad.
No, we don't keep.
No, it's terrible.
You get just sitting here trying 14 bottles of whiskey.
Keep going. No, you did not say the start. You have to taste it.
No, that.
You do.
Bro.
Drink it first.
TikTokers.
On TikTokers. Wait, I have to go on Instagram and I'll do it next time.
Go live. Go
I
live.
will. Next time it comes to me, I will.
TikTokers. I'm not sure about this whole infinity glass thing because it's pretty gross.
No,
I didn't think it was gross.
It's not gross. I'm just fucking drunk.
Check it out. It's not as
And
bad
if you
as
drink that, you'll be like 45 sheets of
To be
Hey,
fair,
you know the best time to drive is on St. Patty's Day.
no.
Everybody's drunk.
Everybody's drunk.
No,
There
no.
was 2 party buses. DJ's done.
You can call a towing company and they will tow your car and you within a 10-mile radius.
Got their nails done.
When we're done, I'm gonna have a water and we're gonna play poker. I'm gonna make 50.
Alright, there you go.
Oh, I took it.
Alright,
I took a drink.
Fine, I'll play poker.
All right.
Now,
Strip
do you want
poker.
to?
Yeah,
Strip
sure.
poker.
I'll see your penis in 3
I
hands.
start
Do you want
thinking.
to? Do you want me to show all of it or just enough to win?
3 hands.
I just pull up the leg of my pants.
You play with me. I will tell you what you have.
I have it wrapped around my ribs right now because they're
Well,
broken.
look, all I know is that Dustin has not won poker, and I did it.
Yeah.
That's true.
You did not beat me.
I won more than you did.
Did he?
I gave you money at the same time.
Did he take home more money?
Justin, the very next night, the very next month, I did the same.
Did he take home more money?
So I won both nights.
That's what I'm hearing.
Okay.
You took home more money,
Yes.
right? Okay, then you won.
Chris loves if it comes down to me because he always gets half the pot.
Basically, more than half.
Yeah.
Well, whoever has the most chip count.
Are we live on TikTok?
Yeah, we're live on TikTok.
All right. Yeah.
Hey, Dan, it's mine.
Hey,
Okay,
Alan!
let's go. Yes.
Wait. If it makes it back to me, y'all are big.
Sit! Woo!
I don't think you actually take.
Wait, did you?
Wait,
you
Pass that right on by.
No, you have to take some.
I had to drink it. You have to drink it.
We just keep going till it's gone.
Roy made sure I fucking drank that
Yes,
shit.
I did.
We keep going till it's
It's
gone.
gone. That house has to be gone.
That's
before
how the world works.
Can someone like
Can you guys take way
Like,
more
I will drink some.
I have a driver, so I will take.
Thank
some
you.
with next
I
time.
have to
I will
pee.
drink some, but someone please man up.
Chris is staying here, so he should drink the most.
He should. I'm a driver. Really? You just throwing whiskey away?
I have a driver, it's me.
Yeah, but we can hang out in the house and just play cards
Yeah,
or
we can
something.
play cards.
Yeah, let's
Can I
do
get a hot
it.
tub?
Okay. No,
Yes.
I didn't bring none of
No,
that.
I'm
We
not.
can go naked in the hot tub.
If we're
No one
gonna
wants
get
me
naked, I'll get
Chris
naked,
is
but
trying to
like
get
I'm
you
not.
I mean, my kind
Real quick, is the hot tub like actually running right now?
Motion.
Do you want to sit on your lap?
I might get into the hot tub.
I might get
Wait, wait.
I was on it. I was cool. See, I said on this.
Well, we gotta get in the hot tub.
He wants to sit on your lap.
Yeah,
No, I don't. You guys have your way?
Oh.
No.
Him on yours. You're not getting me.
What?
I don't like that. I don't like that.
You're drunk.
He came 3 times.
But if
That doesn't surprise me.
Infinity glass.
Yeah, well, if those two are in
Dustin, he comes from sea.
Let's go.
We'll go.
Yes,
Alright,
all the
yeah, one.
time.
All right,
all
come
the
on, come on,
time.
let's
Will you
go.
sit on my lap real quick?
yes, I will.
Whoa. Oh, we're back to me already.
No, you didn't even
You two
take
do it.
Do I have to do it?
Wait, hold on.
No.
I took 2 gulps.
Okay, hold on. I need you to hold my phone.
I don't believe that Nathan took a drink.
I did 2 gulps. I did 2 gulps.
No, based on the amount of booze in the glass.
Alright,
All right.
I promise you, I did
don't
take
believe me,
2
I'll take
gulps.
another
That's
one.
not
Yeah, okay.
the
So this, guys that are watching live on Instagram right now, this is all 14 whiskey / bourbon.
I take back what I said the first time I tasted it.
Aren't they
all
all
around.
bourbons?
We're finishing, so let's go ahead and go.
Aren't they all bourbons?
No, they're all whiskeys.
Okay, so that's mine. Now you hold the
Right
phone
here.
and flip it around to me.
I'm feeling you, Ray.
We're-
Wait,
yeah,
I'm not
alright,
feeling you.
Alright, so I
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
pressure on my, what is this?
TikTok?
TikTok and Instagram. Alright, the mixologist has the driver tonight, so I'm going to be helpful to the crew, okay?
Thank God!
Wait,
Waterfall!
Time out. 2 years ago today, was the day you finished the bottle of best?
Oh, that makes sense then, right?
Waterfall!
Let's go.
But no, because there's someone especially to my right that you don't drink some.
Yeah, because Dustin's over there.
Ready? I will drink half of this.
Oh! Yeah!
You said he'll drink half of it. Yes.
You're in between us.
Everybody knows. I'm like the rest.
Chris is a bitch!
I'm like the rest of Nebraska. I'm not a bitch. On behalf of the rest of the Boozin' Battle
I
crew,
can't do that.
I will go ahead and do half.
Who's the boobin?
We'll tell you when you hit half.
I said boobin battle.
Boobs battle.
Because I like boobs better.
Strip club tonight?
No.
I'll pick
Circle jerk?
No, you won't.
Yes,
There,
I
oh my
Get
God,
there,
there you
you'll
go.
be like, I want
Hey, Chris is done.
Ladies,
I did my
God
part.
bless you, Roy.
And I'm
God
gonna
bless
one
you.
Damn!
God bless
And
you.
that is what a man.
I want to know who's going to carry Roy into the house.
have to drive.
Chris, no, sir.
You do not have to drive. Yeah! Your house, Chris! Yeah!
The one.
I drank half of the half.
One more.
One more.
You got it, Chris. You got it, Dustin.
That's you, Dustin.
Chuck.
We'll call Allie right now. Tell her to come over because you want Allie.
Oh my God.
Hey, I will tell you right now, if you don't finish it, I will.
It's so
Oh, damn, that's a challenge. That's a challenge to your
If you need to be a pussy, go ahead.
So what's the over/under on people dying tonight?
No.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 people dying tonight, yeah.
I'm not dying. I'm not.
Well,
Alright.
I don't gotta drive.
He's completely
I
sober.
I'm buzzed.
Yeah, slightly buzzed.
That's not
Slightly buzzed. Yes.
so
You're spending the night.
I mean, we've got like multiple lives going, but like for the main live over here, is it time for the closing statement?
It is. It's time for the closing statement.
You ready, Ellen? You ready, Ellen?
That was infinity, right?
No.
That was infinity.
There was.
I'd put that halfway through the rest.
I just want to say, Dustin, Michael, thank you for
Why do
coming
you
out.
have two
this is
glasses
great.
that have liquid in them?
This was awesome.
Yeah.
This is
Yes.
your stuff.
Yes.
And you guys, actually, you guys are welcome anytime. Just let us know.
Yep.
Yes.
Alright, Nathan. Point to Nathan. And here we go.
Nathan, closing statement.
I hate you.
More ice cubes.
No, you don't. You do not hate it.
Well,
I
everybody,
hate him.
thank you for joining us for the
You
kickoff.
love him.
I get no stimulation.
But
Thank you
still
to
love him.
everybody for joining us for the
I'm
kickoff of season 8. I just gotta say, thinking
We did not talk about the rebrand.
No,
we didn't. We didn't. One sec.
We were all boozing, no doubt.
Hey, so Chris and I, let's close this out.
Let's do it.
8 years.
8 years.
Wow.
8 years that this has been going on. It started with a bottle. What was that first bottle?
Vinique, bro.
Vinique.
Oh my god.
Just
What the fuck is that?
That's the
It's
purple.
purple glitter
Yeah.
liqueur.
And then the second.
Water and purple.
Alcohol.
What was the second bottle? What's Maker's Mark?
Maker's Mark.
We did a bottle of Maker's Mark. There was some.
We need
What was it?
I ain't lying.
The rum. What's the rum that we?
Kraken.
There was
And
some
Dr.
Kraken
Pepper.
Nights,
Oh my
Kraken
God.
and Dr.
We
Pepper.
have to do a shout out to Tanner.
Tanner, yes.
Original.
Tanner. Seth, we need
OG.
Yes.
OG.
Seth
came in for a while.
Snack time with
Snack time with Seth. Oh my gosh, yes, snack time with Seth.
Yes.
I really can't believe.
And there was the cocaine night with Leah Ray.
Wait! Why did I miss that one?
No, before people think we actually did cocaine.
Let's go.
We did not do cocaine. We did not do cocaine.
That's disappointing.
We did not do cocaine.
That's
Leah
the-
Rain, a friend of ours, a friend of the show.
Leah Rain.
Yes, I know
That's
her.
a stripper, right?
Yeah, that's the stripper.
Okay.
On screen?
Her boy, yeah, oh yeah. Her
Wait, did
boyfriend.
she come strip? tonight.
No, I can show you. But her boyfriend, he was like all about like, are we gonna do lines tonight?
Y'all want some powder?
We did not do powder. Oh wow. We were offered powder, but we did not do powder.
Anyway,
Yes.
Shout out to Mandy.
Yep.
Shout out to Mandy.
Yes.
Miss Mandy
Miss
Dawn.
Mandy down at the Playhouse.
Shout out to Anna Drinks Whiskey.
And-
Yeah. Shout out. Yeah.
And you're here, but Roy and Alan.
Shout out to the mixologist.
The mixologist.
Took it up a notch.
Took it up a notch.
Yes.
And then the producer.
Shout out to the producer who does this shit for fucking free.
Bumper Cuckles!
Yes.
No!
Taco Bombers to take a drink.
No.
Take a drink.
I gave that to him.
What is this?
I don't know.
That's Dustin's.
Bumper Cockles of all.
Bumper Cockle.
Cockle Bumper. God
No,
damn
make
it.
him, and I'll finish it.
Here.
Take it.
Take it. God damn, fuck you guys.
He's been
They give me a
been
lot.
phoning my peer pressure for years.
I have.
He just said he had to agree his up. Yes,
Nathan?
Nathan, go ahead.
I don't know.
I'll taste it.
So bad.
Michael, your turn. Your turn.
Is that?
Your turn. I pass it on. And
I agree.
Ready?
I don't know.
This is what the mixologist is.
Mixologist is
a professional.
Yes, sir.
You get paid to do that?
Chug.
Oh, fuck. No.
And we took for him.
Nope, it's gone.
And this is why they get rid of waterfall during.
Okay.
So
Circle of fuck Allen. Waterfall.
So Michael and Nathan are carrying Roy to this car.
Nope.
Are rolling the wife for that.
Yep.
No. But everybody, in all seriousness.
She cashed it in 3
Real quick. In all seriousness.
Closing statement.
In all seriousness, thank you everybody.
Yes.
We've had tons of nights that are just memorable moments.
Yes.
I love each and every one of you. Dustin, I just met you tonight. I love you too.
You are welcome back.
I love him and I hate him.
Anytime you come back, you can come back.
I have a love-hate relationship with him.
But wait a minute.
Fuck you.
Wait. So Michael,
I like
I
Michael
believe,
too.
and I'm drunk, so I could be wrong. You did challenge the mixologist
And he
to a
lost.
mix-off, right?
Yes.
But don't worry, he lost.
And I lost.
But it's okay.
I lost.
It's okay. He's 1-1. So
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
not-
One and one.
I took it.
So if you're good at making a
If
drink,
you think you
He's
can
just
go
gonna-
against,
He's just gonna pour a bottle.
So, hold on.
No, wait.
Let me just say this. I challenge the mixologist right here
Oh.
to a gold rush challenge.
You came up with
A gold rush. You did a gold rush.
Hold on. I challenged him to a gold rush challenge.
I've never done it before.
He didn't know, and he beat me.
Yep.
He beat me.
Wait.
He beat my ass.
All right. Point it here.
So I just want to tell you,
Like
he
a
did-
red-headed
But-
stepchild.
Here, listen. I stepped up to the challenge. He stepped up and whooped my ass.
Oh, we have a contender.
To be fair, wait before you contend.
Go
To
ahead,
be
go
fair,
I got it right.
Michael was not aware of the judge's palettes, and Roy was, but he won solidly.
He did.
Roy
Wait a minute.
Wait,
No, George wasn't either.
Exactly.
Right, but Roy lost the first one.
Except for I gave him garnish and let him.
Right.
I know.
So,
So
he
he
can
gave
carry.
me garnish,
So if you would like to
No,
challenge the
and
mixologist
first
to
guy
drink
too.
off, it
If you wouldn't have
cannot.
garnish, I would-
Wait, it cannot be whiskey based.
It can.
Correct.
No, it's not.
I do just want to point out.
It has to be a cocktail though.
Cocktail.
Roy and I have one that we've already discussed. No.
You're a host.
No, Roy and I. It was in a previous episode. We established that Roy and I need to challenge each other.
That is true.
Hold on,
I
we
will
have
do
a
it.
new
The
challenger.
gauntlet was thrown down.
But we have a new challenger.
Doesn't
What
matter.
is the challenge?
Alright, so New Year's Eve. We had about
Wait. New Year's Eve 2023.
Wait,
Five
New Year's Eve. Whoa! Big news, everybody.
So what we did, each
Drama.
person chose a country around the world, and you had to do an appetizer, and a cocktail.
Are we cooking
I like
too?
that.
They're about to go down.
Oh yeah!
Going.
Oh!
You choose the fucking country.
Alright.
Shit!
Right here.
No, it's happening.
Oh, I know it's
So
happening.
you want to throw food into it?
Oh!
Time out.
Oh!
I'm the biased party here.
Okay.
I'm
biased or biased?
picking the country,
Okay.
and you
Okay.
must make a food and a drink
Deal.
from that country.
On New Year's Eve.
No,
2023.
no, in 3 months.
3
Yeah,
months.
3 months.
Bet. But so I chose Kenya because who's more Kenyan than this?
I'm choosing, not
He
you.
gets to choose.
I don't see Kenyan.
What the fuck? I hate you.
I'm choosing, not you.
Go jerk off over there.
All right,
Okay.
I'm picking the country for both of them. They will pick a drink and a food
Least
in the
I
next
have.
90 days, and the 4 of us, will be the judges.
Do it. Yes.
Do you
That's it.
accept?
Yes. Challenge
Do you
accepted.
accept?
June. That's what you're saying, June.
This is what is this? March,
This is
April, May,
March.
June.
Except
3rd week of June, the 3rd Friday of June.
At least I have to do this. Chris
do
has
it,
to
yes.
do this.
Assuming that is not yes. 3rd week of June, Friday.
Third week.
3rd Friday of June.
Hey, you better
Third
lock him
Friday of
down.
June.
I don't want him to like bitch out at the end.
Put it on video so it's documented.
It's on video right now.
What are you talking about?
It's
videoing right now.
No, I'm live.
Everybody!
He thinks
No,
it.
wait. Any country?
I'm picking the country.
You don't know the country.
He
You don't know it.
I will tell you in the next 5 business days.
I'm
I can go back and do that. Just say it. I accept. All right. Third Friday in June. Hold on. The country. Yes.
He has to pick the country right now.
Oh,
He's
great. Not right now because it's drunk.
No,
You gotta pick some bullshit country. Japan. No. Because of his small penis.
Yes.
No.
In all seriousness, do we really want to pick
Yes.
the country drunk?
Yes.
Yes.
He says
No.
yes.
Who's ever drunk?
Are you in? Are you
For
in?
yourself.
No.
Here we go.
Okay.
Here, hold on before you say it. Does
Any
anyone,
country.
does anyone else want in?
No.
No other
Any country. Any country.
Challenge.
All right.
That's never happened on.
Hold on before you say it. I just want to make sure I know for sure. When I beat them, I get 2 wins, right?
Hold on. Is this?
Yes.
Wait a minute. Is this an Alabama 3-win?
Oh, wait a minute.
Yes. I'm not bringing my family into it, so I'm not.
Wait. Do you want to put money on this? $10 a piece.
I don't. Is my team going to support me?
He raised it. $20.
Is my team?
I got 5 on you. You got 5 on him?
I'm gonna fairly judge.
Wait a minute.
I didn't say that.
Wait a minute.
I want a straight up challenge with Roy.
I will.
He wants a one-on-one.
Yeah, he wants a one-on-one later. These 3 are doing
Wait,
it.
wait. When Nathan does a one-on-one with Roy, I want to be here.
No.
I want to be here.
Sorry. You can be there.
Are you saying you want a cuckle?
Yes.
With the XP.
Oh my god.
No,
Listen to me.
No,
Michael.
I have one thing.
My show.
Are you guys both filming
My
this?
show.
You're back and forth
My
together?
show.
I'm gonna. I'm just documenting for posterity.
Steve!
You 3. Michael, pay attention. I'm putting $30 in the pot, period. I put $30 in.
I throw 20.
What are you putting in?
Chris,
What do you put in?
I throw in 20.
What do
30.
you put in?
Hold on.
Alan.
I'll throw in 50.
20.
20?
50.
I'll throw in 50.
50? That's 80.
What do you put?
That's 110. 130.
Wait, one sec.
What did he put in?
What do you put in?
Alan. 50. Okay, so Chris is throwing in 30.
You picked the
Michael and Dustin are throwing in
20 keys.
What?
20.
My black
Okay.
lighter.
Alan went 50.
Alan went 50.
So what are we up to?
You gotta do at least 20.
No, hold on. What are
No,
we up
that's
to?
not it.
So that's 70,
It's gone.
120.
What's
so
that?
Roy, what are you
Nathan, what are you
doing?
in?
What are you in, Alan? Nathan?
$30.
So it's
you guys are
150?
you guys are wusses.
$200 then.
So $200 pot.
Wait. Math. So that's 40, 70,
I'm only putting in
100,
what they put in.
150.
Appetizer.
Yeah, I'm only gonna put in.
Everybody! I can do math! 150, not including Roy.
Hold up! I'm only putting what the max other people are putting.
Oh, no, you did 50.
You did 50.
Yeah, now they're $2. I'm kidding.
Where's my fucking lighter?
So he does 20. Because you do 20.
Michael and Dustin did. Do we just all do 20?
That's $120.
Sure.
There you go.
Alright. Everybody in this room puts in $20. That's $120.
What?
I'm picking the 3 countries.
Okay.
That's
What?
pretty
Okay.
much-
Well, there's 3
It's not mine.
No!
Wait, so we bring it.
One country,
Ready to
one
eat and
country.
ready to drink. Okay, got it. Yeah.
A food and a drink.
A food and a drink from one
Hey,
country.
Michael. I might
Okay,
be
wait.
just buzzed.
So,
And a drink from one country.
Is this April?
Where's my black one?
it's gotta be the same country for everybody, right?
Where's my
June.
Yeah, 90 days.
It's the June
Okay,
episode.
So April, May, June.
One,
Third Friday in June.
real quick, 1 sec. So it's gonna be the same country for everybody, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna record to our Nebraska Booze and Babble chat. I'm gonna point the camera at each person. You're gonna say, "I agree to $20." Chris picks the country.
You do it.
Okay.
We're on Instagram Live right now, but that's fine.
Well, but we're not gonna fast forward all the way to that. Okay.
TikTok, I'm
Alan.
I agree to 20 minus 10.
No, you agree. You agree to $20.
I agree to $20.
Chris picks the country.
Wait. Who do you
Dustin.
put in $20?
I
Nobody's
think 20
put
bucks.
$20
So that I will have the best appetizer
To the winner.
and cocktail.
Okay,
Three
Chris. I agree to $20.
Country.
Hold on.
Roy.
You just tried to.
Michael. I agree to $20. Chris picks the country.
I agree to
$20.
Chris picks the country.
Roy. I agree to $20. Chris picks the country. Dang it.
Food and cocktail.
Alright, food and cocktail for 3 countries.
1 sec. Okay,
One
Roy.
country.
One
Roy.
country for all
One
3.
Roy. It's recording. I agree to $20.
$20.
Chris picks the country.
Chris picks a country.
In 5 business
I
days.
need to do a food and a drink for that country.
You have
That's what
text
Steve
solid.
did.
Okay.
I jerked off so
Can everybody for 10 seconds?
Wait.
Everybody.
No, it's
5 weeks.
Everybody, 10 seconds. Just silence, okay?
Oh, Jesus.
No. Chris has
10 seconds.
1 week. 1 week. No, Chris has 1 week to text us.
5 business days.
Okay, 10 seconds of silence, okay?
Okay.
Chris Bryson is going to pick the country
Yep.
for the food and the drink.
He has 1 week.
He
to
has
tell us.
1 week from today, St.
Tell us the
Patrick's Day
country.
2023, to tell us the
you want-
He's in
country.
it. He's in it.
Everybody, silence! Dustin, Chris, Roy, Michael, Alan, Nathan agrees $20 to the winner.
So it's a $120 pot.
Yes.
Yes.
In June we
$120 pot. I agree.
Food and a
Food
drink
and a drink.
on that country.
Yes.
Yes.
Who picks it, Chris?
Chris.
I'm picking the country.
Okay, got it.
Alright, now.
Now, who do we have as judges?
Us.
Lisa?
You want Lisa?
The
No,
girls should
Lisa.
be part
No,
of it.
that's fine.
Why?
No.
We're biased.
Yes.
You have given
Lisa,
No, that's totally fine, but you gotta know that you gotta know.
Lisa, Julie,
Okay, no, okay.
To be fair,
Here it is.
you're
It's gonna be 5 people. It's gonna be
Lisa,
It
Julie,
has to be blind.
Hold on.
Has
Yeah,
to be
it
blind.
will.
Blind taste.
Nathan,
Mine-
Alan, Chris, Julie, and Lisa will be
Okay,
the
those are the
Okay,
Who?
now,
Lisa,
again,
Julie, me, Alan, and
okay,
Yep.
silence.
We'll
Every-
be blind judges.
Silence for 10 seconds. Okay.
They will have a plate.
Are we still
and a
live?
drink.
No, I'm sending this to our Facebook Messenger for
Yes.
posterity. Everybody
In
quiet.
the stream.
Lisa,
Yeah, in the
Julie.
stream.
Okay, Lisa, Julie, Nathan, Chris, Alan, judges.
Yep.
Blind taste test
Yep.
of the 3.
Yeah.
Food and drink.
Food
Yes.
and drink, $20 each, $120 pot. Dustin,
Winner
Michael.
takes all.
Winner takes all.
Question.
No questions.
No, it's fine.
No questions.
Yeah,
back.
No
No
questions.
questions allowed.
Who's the deciding factor of what presents? Is
What
it
do you mean?
the girls or food and drink?
It's a food
There
and
is-
drink.
If there's a tie, I will break it.
No! There's 5.
There's no
Who picks the country?
I'm
That's-
Chris is
country.
picking the
Chris is picking the country.
Done.
We've
All
said
right.
that 6 times.
God
Okay.
damn.
I wanted to tell you that.
But he's drunk. But he's drunk.
Okay,
All right.
You're drunk.
Chris
Fucking
is
dude.
picking the country.
Yes.
Hot tub alcohol, dude.
Okay.
All right.
So it's on Facebook Messenger.
Okay, so there's been a lot of crap.
You guys are gonna
Time out. Official timeout.
They're gonna
Restart the video, and then we'll all agree
no,
on what the terms are.
Here's
No,
Hey, 26.
Stop your recording.
Time out.
I'm not recording.
Official
I'm not
timeout.
recording. Okay, go ahead.
Wait, I have a message here that says Chris picks country in next 5 days.
Yeah,
Yes.
So now you
That's what you get. That's what it is.
I just beat myself. Like,
I don't believe. I believe that you did.
Okay,
smallest ladder that's ever been on the
I can.
channel.
If everybody's quiet, I can get through this on video.
Here we go.
Okay.
I'm gonna record it to video and then I'm gonna send it to the group message.
I'm
That way
gonna
we
try
have it.
my hardest.
Roy and Chris, you guys don't need to say anything.
No.
I'm gonna say the terms. I'm
Okay.
gonna point it at each person. Say I agree.
Yes.
Okay.
We're back.
Okay,
We're
okay.
back.
Fair.
Okay.
Fair.
We did our jobs, man.
Everybody
No,
quiet.
no, no, no.
I've never
Everybody
seen somebody-
quiet.
I know I'm asking a lot. I know I'm asking a lot, but everybody quiet until I say your name, okay?
Go.
Chris is going to pick the country within 5 business days. Today is March 17th, 2023.
Okay.
It is going to be a food and a drink.
Appetizer.
No.
Alan, stop talking. Alan,
Food.
Dustin, Chris, Roy, Michael, and myself, Nathan Cunningham, agree to put in a $20 to the pot. That's $120. And then the judges are going to be Alan, Chris, Nathan, Julie Golka, and
Lisa Bryson.
Lisa Bryson. If you agree, say I agree. Michael,
I agree.
Roy,
I agree that I will win.
Dustin.
I agree that Lisa will not vote for Chris.
I'm not doing it. Son.
That's some bull crap, but we got it.
Okay, let's go.
They're not in the.
Yeah.
Chris is not.
I did point
I
it
know,
out.
right? So that's a.
Well, you don't need to agree.
Yeah, you don't need to agree.
You're a
You're good.
judge.
Okay.
I will send you guys the country tomorrow.
Okay.
Yep.
I am reserved.
Okay.
So 24 hours, Chris will send us a
Yep.
That's not on video, no.
You
Within
know, that's
5
where you
days.
come tomorrow, you asshole.
Oh yeah. I got
Within
you.
5 days, if it's tomorrow, that's within
Yeah,
5
within 5
days.
days.
Within
Yeah.
5 days, yes. It's
Trust
within,
me.
it's within the
It's
context.
a food and a drink.
I sent the video
Yeah.
text message to our Facebook group that includes the 4 of us.
Okay.
I sent it to you directly.
Okay.
I sent it to you directly because I don't have your text.
Okay.
What is your phone number?
What?
What's your phone number?
785.
Don't say it so.
Wait.
Does it start with 4?
785.
Area
Kansas?
What the fuck?
Okay,
man?
this guy
This
said-
guy-
This
Did
guy-
you stop
this
the
guy-
stream?
Long time ago.
Okay, thank goodness.
Hey.
Okay, everybody, quiet. Dustin, what is your phone number? 785.
785.
Which is a bitch area code. But what's your phone number? 212
Sorry.
482
482.
9785.
That's way too
Is
many
that
That is a lot different than what you posed to begin with.
That's too many numbers.
I know.
Yeah, this guy. What?
Do you know your number?
Okay, he gave me shit, so I wanted to go. I'm going to New York.
Wait.
I need to send him
That's fine. We got this.
Okay,
But
Dustin, what is your phone number?
And
Just
Roy.
give me the fucking country from.
Dustin,
Tomorrow.
Dustin,
If you
legit,
need my
what's your
house
phone
to
number?
make the drink, that
Country is
785
550.
I will be doing work tomorrow.
0947.
That's
Nope. I got this shit.
Do you?
Text me back the word pineapple.
Is this Dustin? Who the fuck is
Oh my
Dustin?
god.
You are!
Pineapple.
Text me back the word pineapple.
Pineapple is a universal word for swinger. So yeah.
No, upside down.
Oh, my bad.
Upside down.
Just text me the word pineapple, Dustin.
You're a semi-swinger if you like chocolate.
Just
and
get
vanilla.
the pineapple earrings and turn them upside down.
No, if you're vanilla, you're not.
If you're vanilla, you're not swinging at all.
Me and Nathan have a love
You guys are
relationship with each
chocolate?
other. Yes.
Oh,
my God, they
yes.
are not.
You guys are chocolate.
Me and Nathan, yeah, we have a love relationship between
I
us
heard
two.
yes, that's
and then,
chocolate.
God,
You too.
I can't believe I have to be this guy twice.
Listen, buddy, you bring food into it, you're done. If I win, you have to call me fucking Gordon Ramsay for the rest of
$20 says you don't win.
$20.
$20 says he doesn't win.
Dustin,
So
text me
this
the
guy
word
here-
pineapple or you don't
This guy
get it.
here.
The word pineapple.
He's gonna win on the food.
Hold on.
One second.
Hold on. Time out. Nathan, can I cook?
Oh, life.
You
life,
could probably
I love
smoke
you.
some meat or something.
Are we still live?
This shit's real.
Are we still
This shit is
live?
real. I hope you know you're not into
The ballot.
All day long.
She said
You
you
know, I do mixology.
I ended
but
this
but
stream.
you know, I actually
I'm in.
feel more confident in my cooking.
Me too.
Do you know